Hello, everyone from around the world. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. This is ASE the Pair talking as usual, and I'm joined by Old Dirty H. Say hello, Oldie.
Hello, hello.
All right, so today we have a pretty special match for you guys. It's going to be Clanhater Appreciation Society versus IND. This is a very important match for both teams because it is pretty much their qualifying match for the top eight. They whichever team wins, they get into the top eight. Even though IND is currently 1-1, by the tiebreakers they'll still get in because everybody else is out currently. Okay, so let's take a look at the players and their nations, or players on each team. What am I saying? On the IND side, we have IND Predator, IND Faith, IND Lucky, and IND Knight Rider, and they are playing against Clanhater Appreciation Society with Raja, Regazor, Serengeti, and Simba. Who do you think is favored in this matchup, Oldie?
Well, overall, I think IND has the more raw talent. We've seen him kind of not cohesive so far in the tournament, but let's see. We haven't seen Predator too much, so let's see if he can be there. He's kind of their captain.
Yeah.
So if he's there, I like their chances. And on the other side, it's really up to Serengeti. He's got to carry the load there and see what they can do. But I give the edge to IND.
Yeah, I would agree. I definitely give the slight edge to IND, but I wouldn't count Clanhater Appreciation Society out of it yet. We do see a lot of teams improve over the course of the tournament, and I'm excited to see if they're going to bring their skills to this very important match. Again, the winner of this match will advance to the top eight, and the loser is out of top eight contention. The bans wise, they're very similar. It's Japs, Indians, and Greeks. Clanhater Appreciation Society banned Japs, Indians, and Greeks for their opponents, so IND can't pick Japs, Indians, or Greeks. On the other side, Clanhater Appreciation Society cannot pick Japs, British, or Greeks, so just British and Indians, the difference.
Yeah, pretty standard bans. We've seen this again. This is kind of just standard.
Yeah, it's hard to deal with those Indian elephants, of course, and obviously British are one of the strongest nations in the tier of tier 2, so nothing too unexpected there. Finally, we wanted to say just a tentative plan. This week we're going to be trying to finish up all of the extra casts, all of the casts that are top 8 contention worthy. Things that involve the top 8, or like we want to figure out who the top 8 is. So by the weekend on Friday or Saturday or Sunday or something like that, we can do a top 8 stream and a live draw. That would be really fun. So we hope you guys will tune in for that. Before we start today's game, we've got to talk about the donations quickly. If you like the Nordic Classic and you want to support what we're doing here and you want to support the prize pool of the tournament, you can go to the prize pool link on the front page of the tournament website, which is also, this link is also in the YouTube description. And you can go to this GoFundMe. We really appreciate your donations. So far, we do have 9 donors. We have this person who is Some Peanuts for Your Mouth, El Cypher, Wizard of War, Kron, PLA, Jatin, Bybrak. This anonymous person is Connor, as well as Bob. Thank you all to those who have donated. We really appreciate it. The Nordic Classic will and always has been free to the viewers and participants, but we really appreciate these donations to make things a little bit more exciting. All right, well, let's load up game number 1 here. This is IND versus Clanhater Appreciation Society. All right, I gotta find it. IND versus Clanhater Appreciation Society, game number 1. All right, I am at 0 seconds when you are ready, Oldie.
Let's go.
All right, 3, 2, 1, go. All right, so we are on Sahara. It looks like an exciting first game for this qualifying match. Let's take a look at the players and their nations. On the IND side, we have IND Lucky, IND Knight Rider, and IND Predator, and they are against, on the side of Clanhater Appreciation Society, we've got Serengeti, Regazor, and Simba. Nations-wise, Lucky has Koreans, Knight Rider has Bantu, Predator has Iroquois, and they're against Serengeti, who has Koreans, Regazor with Lakota, and Simba with Indians. Wow, this looks like it's going to be a slugfest. Who do you think is the better nations for this map?
Yeah, definitely a slugfest. We see the mirrored Koreans, so that's going to be interesting there. See who plays them better.
Yeah,
Predator, I love the Iroquois pick, man. Let's see what he does with Bantu coupled together. That could be a lot of raids, a lot of
yeah,
aggression.
absolutely
Um,
devastating.
Although I do know Regazor is pretty damn good with Lakota, so that could be dangerous too, just depending on if he can get some wealth and food rares early. So we'll see, but I give a slight edge to the Iroquois Bantu. I like that.
Yeah, definitely. You know, Iroquois and Bantu picked together, it's clearly signals some sort of like getting the advantage early. You know, with Iroquois and Bantu, if you take out a couple of your opponent's merchants early or deal critical damage to their wood line, you know, you can end the game. It's like over. And your infantry are way faster than your opponents, so they can outrun any sort of defenders. So if you just like go if you play whack-a-mole a bit with your opponent's merchants, you can pretty easily come out on top and still have like a pretty good boom game going on later. But you know, the Lakota player is going to be really, really fast, and having those fast scouts, maybe you can put down towers at your opponent's rares, maybe you can counter-raid your opponents. You know, it's really going to be up to the Lakota player to do a lot of work. And obviously the Koreans for both sides, I love Koreans. They're a great nation, really good defensively. They have solid archers, they have great siege, free militia, a fast start with extra citizens. And then obviously, you know, Indians are a better late game pick. I think this is definitely one of the weaker nations for this map. But, you know, they can still be quite good. Extra wealth. Obviously, elephants are awesome. So definitely anybody's game here as we jump into this game number 1. IND versus Clanhater Appreciation
and you couldn't ask for a better map for the Iroquois Bantu. I mean, this is like the perfect map situation for those two nations.
Yeah, so let's take a look. We have 4 players right in the middle. Let's take a look at the introduction. So on the right side, we have the blue Indian player Simba, and his teammate, the light blue Koreans player Serengeti. And right next to him, opposing them, they've got IND Knight Rider, the white Bantu player. And on the right side, his teammate IND Predator, the red Iroquois player. Those players are in the middle. And then we've got Regazor, who's way separated from his teammates. He's the purple Lakota player in the back over there, on the left. And we've got, of course, the orange Korean player, IND Lucky, who's in the bottom pocket. So this is a pretty interesting setup. We see the Clanhater Appreciation Society team already split up, but, you know, the Lakota player can build forward and put pressure. Who do you think this favors, this kind of setup? Yeah,
I think it slightly favors the Clanhater because having Koreans right in the middle like that, they can repair, get that temple up nice and fast, so they can border push. Great defense there. And Lakota being in the back here, as we know, we don't see where the Lakota borders are, so unless they scout him, they're gonna have no idea he's just chilling there in the back. He can get around, tower a bunch of these rares in the back, open up rares in the rear for his team. So I think early, I give the slight edge to Clanhater.
Yeah, I agree. I think, you know, if Regazor just gets like in Classical Age, gets a stable or two and just raids the opponent constantly, they're going to have to be rotating their armies back and forth continuously. You know, and even a tower won't be good enough because Regazor is going to have siege, you know, like his cities are here, all his infrastructure can be here, and as soon as your opponents rotate, you know, as soon as Lucky rotates up to help his teammates, bam, you know, Regazor is going to be all over the capital of Incon. So it's going to be really hard. Let's take a quick look at the ruin bonuses here early on. We do see here a lot of players don't actually have that many ruins. Predator and Simba both are kind of suffering, only have 1 ruin each. And Regazor, of course, the Lakota player with 175 ruins, that's no surprise there. The other players all have 3 ruins each.
Yeah.
Let's take a look at how their scouting is. Yeah.
And that's part of the problem being in the middle. It takes longer to get out to scout. You have to find the different areas. You're going to overlap with your own teammates. It's tougher to scout when you start from a middle position. It's much easier when you're on the edge.
And it does look like they haven't scouted Regazor actually yet. Although I'm not sure why we can see this border here. If you look at IND's vision on the left side, I'm not sure why you can see that border. I'm pretty sure you shouldn't be able to see that, but.
All they can see is there's a slight push. They don't see the color.
Yeah.
That's all it is. They don't see the color purple. They just see there's a slight indentation there. But
yeah,
they may not even notice it because, like I said, you don't get to see the color. So
yeah, that is true. We do see libraries going up for all the players. Let's see if we can see some aggression coming from these players. Looks like a lot of players have Calm 1 money. I imagine the Iroquois player will want to go Mill 1 first, and the Bantu player will probably want to go Commerce, but it looks like looks like Knight Rider is gonna slow down, gonna use a. This is a nice trick. Queue up some citizens, get a food ruin, then cancel those citizens.
Yep.
To get
It's a good way to manage your food income.
Gonna go for mill 1. The Iroquois player is also gonna go for mill 1. Koreans player is gonna go for mill 1. This is a good choice from Koreans player. You know, if you put it on barracks and it gets denied by a heavy infantry, you can just keep building it because the Koreans player, you know, they don't get that. They don't have that disadvantage.
Right.
Lakota. I mean, look at the Lakota player. Wow, this is quite the speed of the Lakota player. Already has Commerce 1, Science 1, and is now getting Civic.
Yeah, this is just textbook use of Lakota there by Rigazor. This is exactly how you do it on this map. Get a bunch of ruins, get that Science 1, get those ruins up, and just start kind of like it's like an early boom in a way.
Yeah, and we see 2 towers going up for both Knight Rider and Predator. I actually think this is not a good choice because, as you can see, you know, Serengeti just easily pulls citizens over to his own tower, and you know, if he just finishes the tower, that even if his opponents finish the tower first, you know, your tower can get built without penalty. You can repair it easily.
That's right.
Like I don't like this tower choice from the IND team. I think they should have just gone with the barracks immediately.
I agree.
This tower is going to get finished by the Koreans player, and it's going to easily take out this tower from the Iroquois player. Talking about that. In fact, I don't know why Serengeti's putting these citizens inside. Should just really easily should just repair it a little bit, and it'll be fine.
Yeah, just repair it, drop a barracks, throw a couple archers in there, and things gonna shoot out arrows pretty fast. I'd like to see a temple here. As we know, Koreans, one of their bonuses, they don't need a science to build a temple, and that would probably, it might not cover Predators. It might actually cover Predator's tower if he templed. It'd be pretty close.
Yeah, let's take a quick look at the rares while this game starts heating up in the center. There are beginning to be raids from Knight Rider as well as Predator, who's sent out, who's built a barracks already, and we see Lucky going to the right side of the city. Okay, so let's talk about the rares. So for the Clanhater Appreciation Society team, they've got relics next to Paha Sapa, and then there's all these rares in the back. There's gems over there, silk, diamonds, marble, salt on the left side. There's silver on the top over there, copper. There's bison. That's a great rare to have on this map for Simba. On the very top side, there's cotton and there's amber. On the very right side, there's citrus and peacocks and obsidian as well. There's furs over here to the right of Nam 1. On the bottom side, there's spice as well as horses and pappy. So pappy, horses, sugar, spice, and furs are the rares for IND pretty much, and citrus on the bottom as well as wine over here on the bottom as well. But those are all easily rateable.
Yeah, especially with Lakota out there, and as you can see if you look at the map, they have a kind of an idea where Lakota might be, but they haven't scouted that at all. So this could be a free reign for Rigaz, or just do whatever he wants, and just build barracks, stables all over the place, raid, and just rain terror from the outside.
Yeah, and here we see a bit of a mistake. Simba's only brought 1 citizen to the small city. It might get denied here if Predator is paying attention. Looks like he's not, and it's just going to move away, and the city's going to go up. That's a crucial mistake from Predator.
Yeah, he could easily denied that.
But instead just walks away with these units and going to give the city away of Nagpur. Yeah. That's a very important city to go up.
Yep.
Because the Indian player skipped military, and now is getting military. Did lose a merchant early on. That's going to be a bit unfortunate.
Yeah, and we see the barracks coming in the forward city from Rigazor. Let's see what he's going to start doing here. Maybe start raiding in on Orange's wood camp. It's pretty exposed. If you see, Lucky's wood camp's kind of just right there in the back of the wood. Rigazor could do a lot of trouble on all this wood, really, except for where the tower is.
Yeah, definitely. I would like to see Rigazor get a bit more aggressive. He's playing a little passive right now. Actually, doesn't have that much food income. Needs to get some food rares going nice and quick, but all the food rares are a bit far away to be able to access. Maybe he can fight over horses if he really needs to. But at this point, you know, with their food income so low, really, I think he needs to pump out some more citizens, unfortunately.
Yeah, pump some citizens out. Just until you get to classical and you get that basic stable out, and then you get that food income from those horses.
Yeah, or you can try to sneak some merchants around, which it looks like he is doing.
Yeah, and that's he'll probably be able to do that. It's just going to take a little while. Just kind of a bad break because there's just a lack of food rares around him.
Yeah, we see on the IND side, all their economies are booming up. Does look like currently it's Knight Rider with a lacking food income. Doesn't have Civic 1 quite yet, but we'll be able to get that with the free 2 cities.
Yep. And now we've seen the barracks finally come up from Simba. Not sure where he's gonna go here with that. Maybe he can come here. Lucky's got another wood camp in the middle. That's pretty open. So maybe you can go raid that.
Yeah, actually, I think I'm not entirely sure what Regazor is up to. Just playing a bit passive with Lakota currently. Needs to get like a heavy infantry. You know, he scouted this woodcutter's camp from Lucky. If he sends just a heavy infantry there and starts raiding a heavy infantry and a slinger, that'll do a lot of damage. Kill a Pappy
and he
merchant.
can take out. Pappy's completely undefended.
All these woodcutters from Lucky are undefended. It's a bit of a mistake for him to not, do anything. Also, we still don't see a temple from Serengeti, although I think that's because he's been short on wood for a little while. But another woodcutter. Yeah, it looks like he's had to micro his citizens in and out of this woodcutter camp.
Until he can get that tower down, it's going to take.
Oh, and I see Lucky is actually using his Korean repair to repair this tower, and that's why these towers are currently just trading back and forth. Serengeti's forced to micro a lot. Really nice work from Lucky. Even though this is not a Korean tower, it still can get repaired by Korean citizens, and that's an excellent choice.
Yep. And now you see Serengeti wisely starting to target the citizens, try and pick them off. But this one of the there you go, starting to pick them off.
Yeah, nice choice there. Always really annoying from the if you're Koreans and you lose your towers, or you lose your citizens early on. Serengeti's economy is hurting a lot, and we do see Predator is going to age soon. If you look at Serengeti's and Simba's scores, their scores are kind of faltering. In fact, the Iroquois player is going to be faster to age than the Indian player who skipped Milwan for a little while.
Yeah, and you're right about Rodriguez are just way too passive. You see, he's towering diamonds, and then he's got a slinger and an archer over there.
Like there's no need,
all the defense.
Clearly your allies are getting raided. You're not the one getting raided. There's no need for
you should be the aggressor here. There's no reason to play defensive at all.
Yeah.
Just get out there and attack.
Knight Rider says no mines for them, and I think I agree. Take a look at this. There's only a +5 for Serengeti and a +5 for Simba. Pretty unfortunate. There's also a +6 over here, which is good. They're gonna have to share that a bit. While on this side, the Lakota player is just booming along. There's still not enough citizens, still not enough food income. Regazor really needs to just infinite queue some citizens, because what else are you going to use his food for,
Yeah, exactly. He needs to, and he just needs to get more aggressive. It looks like finally Serengeti might get this tower down, that all of Lucky's citizens are killed. So that's going to help his wood production. But they need to do something faster. They're being way too passive. Serengeti and Simba scores just too low right now. So Regazer really needs to start doing something here to help his team.
Yeah, it's going to be tough. Regazor is currently just playing way too passive. Is finally going to build some more citizens, but should have built those a little while ago to get that food income a little higher. I'm going to lose this Gems Merchant now, as well as this Archer to a single Light Slinger. Yeah. Serengeti's going to go for Science 1 and then age up. I think that's fine. You roughly same speed. On this side, Simba's going to start.
I would have preferred him to put the temple down and then age. I think that would have been better.
Yeah, perhaps, yeah.
Because that temple will give him some more wood production, put some pressure on that tower, the front tower from Knight Rider, but whatever.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Currently, we do see Regazor actually floating a lot of resources. Really needs to make some more merchants, I think. You have Dai in your territory. Maybe put out a second barracks. There's relics here as well. Just need to start using, using your resources up. And now we see Serengeti finally aging. It's 13 minutes into the game. Still hasn't finished aging. Predator's gone for Senator. Knight Rider is currently aging. And let's take a look at the unit kills. That I feel like that's probably going to be pretty indicative. Knight Rider's killed 6. Predator's killed 4. And Serengeti's lost 6 units himself. And Simba's lost 3. It's just... IND has the early edge in terms of unit kills, and those unit kills really snowball early on. Losing a couple citizens, that's delaying your age time by a ton. Here we see a nice play from Serengeti. This tower can actually reach the other tower, surprisingly, so it's going to be able to take that out pretty easily. the 11 range really helping out there. Nice tower placement from Serengeti.
Yeah, that free militia upgrade gave them just enough to snipe him out. And now the temple's coming finally.
Yeah.
Serengeti. And he's getting Civ 2. Which, you know, I suppose is fine. Yeah, now you see that temple. It's putting pressure on that white. He could have got that up a while ago.
Yeah.
And now you see that border push from the Korean border push. That's real nice.
Yeah, also, this Korean border push, especially with Civ 2, you get free religion as Koreans. So that's going to be really strong. Now he's going to start killing this stable from Predator. Anything to slow down the potential onslaught that's going to come out very soon. Still on this side, Regazor is just playing really passive. Tons of resources floating. Just getting that economy going. Needs to make more citizens or life forces or anything. Raid your opponents. You know, it's just Regazor playing really passive here as Lakota. Here we do see a nice little raid on Silver. But it's, I mean, at this point, Knight Rider was able to use it, so it's not that good. We see Predator beginning to siege, and I would like to see Serengeti start repairing this tower because, you know, you just repair it. No? Is he going to repair it?
It looks like Mill 2 from Regazor, but unfortunately, lucky Civ 2, so it just took away one of his metal camps, and his diamonds now are going to be up for grabs in the back corner here.
Yeah,
Lucky
that's going to be
doesn't
tough.
know about that yet, but that's brutal for Regazor.
Yep.
But yeah, as we predicted, all the action is going to be here in the middle.
Yeah, still no repair. Finally, we do see one citizen being repaired. And Serengeti might lose some units here. Gonna have the hoplite attack this have attacked this catapult, but it's gonna lose it to a bribe, I believe. And there's a lot of units now from the opponents.
Yep.
This repair is not fast enough with only a single citizen repairing it. Needs to have 2 or 3, but gonna lose that. Gonna lose that tower, unfortunately for him.
Yeah, he's gonna need to get another one up fast here. It's just gonna be trouble.
Yeah, we do see Simba raiding with an elephant. I think that's an excellent choice. Elephants are awesome at raiding. Unfortunately, they aren't able to make use of any of these rares in the back because they're scared of them getting raided. You know, it is tough, but you have to use those rares. Your opponents aren't scouting them aren't going for them right now. So.
Yeah, now Lucky has found that mine. He
bribed the tower. Yep, kills a merchant.
The tower. Yeah, and now he's gonna take control of diamonds. He's gonna take control of this mine. And this puts Regazor in a really bad spot. He needs to get something going here real fast.
Yeah, and I've just not been really impressed with Regazor's play so far. You know, floating all those resources is really not effective. Continually getting things raided, and you know, still Pappy is incredibly exposed. This wood camp is incredibly exposed, and you're not raiding it. That's really a big mistake there. And also, we see Serengeti not repairing his capital when it's under siege. Really needs to get things going. We do see a death spot from Serengeti. I think that's a good choice. There's no way he can max out his economy at this point.
Right.
And he's Korean, so it doesn't the healing from the death spot's not whatever. You know, you'd rather just repair your city. Would really like to see him start repairing it though, because there's a lot of units here and they can just run in. Looks like the repair is not going to be there. Simba does have 3 elephants with a senator. I think that's an excellent unit composition. A bunch of archers as well. Nice work from Simba, really making use of the Indian unique units. But there's a lot of units here from Knight Rider. So many militia.
Big blunder here.
And Serengeti doesn't pull the militia in time. He's Korean, so he definitely has the upgrade just moving away. And that looks like IND is going to take control of this game easily. Big blunder from Serengeti.
Yeah, no repair in the city there. All you gotta do is have just even one would have slowed it down, just enough to slow it down to get your troops there. But now it's GG.
Yeah, Serengeti calls GG. I think they just took too much damage early on from the raids, and they weren't able to do much with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. So that's that.
Serengeti resigns. Knight Rider says, "Well played." Usually you don't want to. Whatever. I'll save my ranting for a later time. GG is called. Well played. I will say by especially Predator. I was very impressed with the speed at which he aged, and also the pressure he put on early. Also, still scouting with the scout in the back. Very nice work. that is going to be it for this game. Let's take a look at the game. Let's take a look at the stats quickly while they finish. It's a bit of load wait time for whatever. We see Knight Rider with the most kills by far, and Predator not too far behind. Lucky's only killed 1 unit and lost 4. I think that could have been a lot more if Regazor had actually been aggressive. Regazor's like this is a very small army for somebody who's who's the Lakota player who's supposed to be really fast. Economy is just not really there. All right, I'm gonna fast forward. All right, that is it. That is gonna be it for game number 1. IND just had control early, and Regazor was way too passive on that side, I think. What do you think, Oldie?
Yeah, definitely. Just way too passive. I saw in the chat, Serengeti said he didn't have the wood to repair. That's true. So it just was a bad spot. Yeah, I think definitely the fault here was on Regazor. He had such a great start at the beginning with Lakota. I'm not sure what happened.
Just if you're separated from your allies like that, you really want to do something, especially when they're losing early on. Like a single horse archer, a single heavy infantry early on would have really done a number on his opponents. And Serengeti unfortunately had a bad spot. There's not that much. I think he started with a +5 wood, which is not ideal, especially when you walk to the middle. So, anyways, tough game for Clanhater Appreciation Society there, but that is going to be it for game number 1. I'm going to update the scoreboard really quickly. So IND leads 1-0 against Clanhater Appreciation Society in this deciding match. I'll say hello to some people in the chat. I see Happy Rendawa, then Kata Vamsi.
That's Predator. Predator's happy.
Hey Predator, how's it going? I see Fahed.
That's Nuts.
Hey Nuts. David Daly.
That's Serengeti.
Oh, hey Serengeti. And then Peter. I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce your name. Hi, how's it going? Hope everybody's enjoying the stream so far. Let's jump into game number 2 if you're ready, Oldie.
I'm ready.
All right. So, this is game browser. Again, this is the Nordic Classic. This is IND versus Clanhater Appreciation Society. Game number 2. The winner of this match will advance to top 8. Hey Crunstel, how's it going? Hope you're enjoying the stream so far. All right, Oldie, I am at 0 seconds and ready when you are.
Ready.
3, 2, 1, go. All right, so we have an exciting map for you, hopefully, because I think we've seen quite many exciting games on this map, even if they aren't the best played. It's Great Lakes, beloved and hated. Let's take a look at the players and their nations. On the IND side, they've got IND Lucky with Mongols, IND Knight Rider with Americans, and IND Predator with Maya. And they're up against Serengeti with Mongols, Simba with Chinese, and Regazor with French. Wow, this is... I don't know who has favorite nations. I think all the nations are pretty good here. What do you think?
I mean, I know that your favorite is the French Despot here.
Yeah.
So Regazor, you need to make up for last game, get the Com 2, get the Despot, and then Peril will forgive you for all your sin.
Yeah, or, boom up like we saw that one game. I don't know who did it, but... just went hanging gardens and then killed in gunpowder because your forces are just way better than your opponents.
Yeah, I think it was Rui did that. Maybe.
Oh yeah, Rui. Yes, correct.
Yeah. So yeah, you got the mirrored Mongols here. Of course, that's huge. It really just depends what the city position is going to be. Americans getting that early instant wonder could be huge. Could be a game changer.
And I think Serengeti really needs to just grabs. Like, I think they actually need to be aggressive on this side because it's really hard to outboom the Americans player, especially, you need 2 fast players on your team to deny the Americans player a good wonder, basically. And a good wonder, I mean Hang Gardens or Colossus.
Right.
And, it's just like a luck of the draw thing if you're going to be fast. Like, as a French player or the Chinese player, it's a luck of the draw if you're going to be faster than the Americans player to grab that wonder, to deny it. Because Americans with Hang Gardens or Colossus are both very strong. They're really, really strong wonders for the Americans player. And also late in their game, they get that free government. That's like a basically free 400 knowledge, 400 wealth. Really strong nation powers. And obviously, Mongols are very good in this map. They're quite fast. There's less land maps, so that means they get more food income early on, which means they're slightly faster than usual. Chinese are really good because they get cheap science researches. I wouldn't be surprised if Simba goes for like Science 3 or something. And then obviously Maya are also fast, good for getting that early wonder. just a solid nation, nothing too fancy. But if you look at the player spawn on the left side, we have the red Maya player, Predator, up against Regazor, who's right next to him.
Wow, this could be a lot of fun here for the French. I mean, I admitted the Mayas do have the city bonus for defense, but a beautiful French despot should be able to walk through here.
Yeah,
so
but if you look at Regazor's territory, unfortunately for him, he has no wood aside from this +4 here. French power really helping out there because you have that cheaper. You have that +1 slot in the wood camp. That's really important. +4 and +3 is a huge difference.
Yeah, that's very true.
But I think,
so that is nice.
Yeah.
He might have to sieve early here, actually, to get.
Yeah, I think he should. If he does sieve, he should just go back, get that mountain, get the wood camp, put the capital back, because it's going to be hard to attack into a Maya player who is very fast. Maya do have those cheaper farms, so they're quite faster. Also, we see Predator has a +5 wood camp, so that's going to be it's better than the +4 of Regazor here. On the bottom,
the good situation is Serengeti's at the bottom, so he can help. He can come over and help. He'll be fast. He can help Regazor early, and Simba's kind of in a good spot. Being Chinese, he's pretty far back. He could sit back there and boom without any threat. So you could see a quick double on Regazor's side, and they don't have to worry about Simba too much. He should be okay.
Yeah, the light blue Mongols player Serengeti, I feel like he definitely should just go and help Predator or help Regazor, because Predator is going to be a bit faster. We see 5 farms already finished for Predator against. Currently, the 4th farm is just finishing up for Regazor. On the right side, we do see the green Chinese player Simba, who's free to boom a little bit, as well as the white American player Knight Rider, who's also very free to boom. And on the top side, the orange Mongol player, who's going to have a really fast start here, it looks like.
Oh yeah. This is going to be very interesting.
Let's take a look at the ruins.
Regazor's definitely in a bad spot right now. He's got.
It looks like Regazor and Predator both have the same ruins currently. Predator actually sitting on top of a ruin and not getting it for the moment. This is going to be really tough for Regazor to get out of this one. Really needs to. What did he spend his wood on? What did he spend his food? Oh, no, Regazor, no, don't do this. He's put down a wood camp in Serengeti's territory, and no citizens nearby. That's excruciatingly far. I don't like this choice at all. I think you should just not cancel this, save up food for Civic, and Civ here in the back, so you can access your own wood, which is more accessible.
Yeah, I agree. That's going to make him even slower.
Yeah, really bad choice there, I think. We do see a mill 1 from Predator. Excellent choice, going to be able to really just be up in the face of Regazor, and it's going to be up to Serengeti to see if he can do something. Serengeti's gone Commerce 1 first, which is fine, but really needs to get that mill 1 as soon as possible, so Regazor just doesn't die outright, because the Maya player is a good amount faster, and Regazor is nowhere close to mill 1, let alone Civic 1.
Well, if he raises that wood camp, gets back that 70 food, and then puts a 5th farm down, he'll be able to go mill pretty fast.
Yeah, but then at that point he'll have no timber for a barracks, and it looks like this wood camp is going to go up. That's going to be really painful. Again, I just don't like the choice of putting down that wood camp. There's a forward tower here coming from the Maya player. This tower is kind of pointless. I think you just want to put down a barracks at this point if you're Predator.
Yeah, it's offensive/defensive tower, I guess, is the idea.
Yeah, I mean, it's good, right? It stops your opponent. If there's a farm in front, you can get a free farm or something, that sort of thing. But I think a barracks just would have been a better choice to raid that wood camp.
You see the barracks coming now.
Yeah, barracks coming now. Serengeti is not super close to doing much of anything. On this side, Simba is still... the other players are just booming up, getting that Commerce 1, putting out a dock to start fishing.
And now we're going to see Regazor go Commerce. I think this is a very bad choice here. You got to get the mill out. You know that your opponent's already milled. You can see the tower. So I don't know why he...
I think he's going...
He can't see the tower. Never mind.
I think he's going Commerce because he has no food, because he spent a bunch on citizens earlier to get that wood camp filled up.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, and I mean at this point, if you do put down that wood camp, it's fine. You have to put down a dock to start fishing to get your food income up. But I think Serengeti needs to be the one who's protecting Regazor here, and Serengeti has now gone for Civic 1. Bad choice there from Serengeti. Civic 1 just not... I mean, like, what do you don't need Civic 1 on this map. Like, what is your city going to help you with?
I mean, Regazer needs Civic 1. He should have
Yeah,
just Civic
Regazer
1 and
needs Civic 1,
Serengeti missed. Yeah. So yeah, just I'm not sure either.
Yeah,
And,
Doc coming out for Regazor, but look at his score, 255, very, very low. Obviously, you know,
Yeah.
Predator is also quite low, but looks like Predator is going to try and scout for the wood camp. Gonna be able to find it. Serengeti is just moving the citizen out. Maybe he can sneak it through, I'm not entirely sure. Really needs another citizen there and a barracks there as soon as possible, but looks like the raid is going to come through, and Regazor looks like he's going to die.
Yep, this is bad news for him. His economy is going to be completely shot. I mean, the one fortunate thing is IND doesn't have any good lakes. If you look, the big lakes that they have access to, no one's even near it yet as far as borders go. So that'll slow them a little bit.
Yeah, that is
so
true.
Buy Clanhater some time to bounce back. But Regazer now, look at his score. He's not even at 300.
Yeah, this is going to be really tough for Regazor to get out of this. Gonna go for Mill now. Again, I think an early Civ would have been quite good in this case. Make sure you have Wood Camp. Force Predator to move the units some more. He's gonna lose a citizen already. That's a really bad, unfortunate for him.
Well, I do like this play for Serengeti here, so I see why he did the Civ. He took away Predator's wood. You see this?
Oh yeah, that is a good choice. Ultimately,
so that actually,
it kind of balances out the you know.
Because now Predator has absolutely no wood. He has to Civ now and go find. He's gonna find some big wood in the back, but it's gonna definitely slow him down momentarily. And now a barracks coming from Serengeti.
Yeah,
so,
and that's probably going to be a hold off. Serengeti looks like his economy is booming. The Americans player has actually gone for Civic. I think that's a bad choice. Really no need to. Just get out another dock, get your food income up, and then age. Lucky looks like he's going for Colossus here, if you look at that money. Actually, it doesn't even have 100 food income right now. But that looks like the Mongols player. That looks like what he's going for. He's going to go for Colossus. And I think that's a good choice.
Yeah. Great choice for this map. Anytime you can get a, like you said, Colossus or Gardens early, it's going to help your team out tremendously.
Yeah, and I would like to see Serengeti now that he's gotten he's destroyed Predator's wood. I would like to see them go and raid Predator in the back, just attack the wood camps and stuff. Predator actually doesn't have another wood camp quite yet. It does have Civic 1. Looks like he's going to Civ way back over here on the right, next to Lucky. That's going to slow him down a lot. And now at this point, I would like to see Regazor just work on economy, bank up those resources, get a Com 2, and kill Predator outright. Because he does have higher score than Predator at this point.
Yeah,
and better
Serengeti's
income.
Booming like crazy. Serengeti's aging now. Probably maybe go Com 2 first.
Yeah, I think you want to go Com 2 in this case. Let's take a look at the rares quickly.
All that gold. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, let's take a look at the rares. So for the Clanhater Appreciation Society side, they've got let's see, they've got citrus, they've got peacocks, they've got sugar, salt. What is this? Wool, amber, relics. Pretty bad rares actually. Relics is really their best rare, and I don't think they've.
Salt's good for the early aggression.
And sugar, but they haven't scouted sugar, and I don't think they've scouted relics either. Yeah, it doesn't look like it.
Okay.
A little bit of a spotty job scouting. On the other side,
they could have potentially got horses too in the middle here, maybe, but
yeah,
that would have been nice.
Lucky says light blue Com 2. Actually, that's not the case. I think, yeah, I don't know. It's not the case. They're reading that a little bit wrong. The American, so for IND, they've got gems, they've got silk, they have a lot of rares. Tobacco, furs somewhere, I'm not sure where. There's marble on that side, happy, spice. Where's furs? I wonder. Oh, furs, yeah, here. Clearly, IND have way better rares. Like it's kind of incomparable, actually. And I think Serengeti's really hurt. This is actually, I think the lack of going Com 2 is really going to hurt him. I think he needed to go Com 2 to put pressure on this side and try and kill Predator early on, because otherwise they're going to be outboomed by those disgusting rares from IND. And we
Yeah,
see,
unfortunately, Predator's still a little slow, so maybe they can still push and catch him off guard.
yeah, we
They
see
could
Simba.
progress
I mean,
early.
look at this is pretty unacceptable, right? Look at Simba's age time and look at his library. Like this is completely unacceptable. Aging with these resources, this lack of technology, especially as a Chinese player early on. You know what? Like clearly, this is a sign of somebody who is inexperienced and doesn't quite know all the good Lakes builds early on.
Yeah, especially Chinese, you can easily get side 2, comp 2.
Yeah,
For your
it's
age.
just like there's no need for him to go mill, no need for him to go civic, just blunders basically.
Yeah, I mean, look, even if he's still civic, just skip the mill and just go side 2 Compton. You still want to age just as fast.
Yeah,
So, but he'll learn.
yeah.
He'll
French
learn.
player getting that economy up, as is the Mayan player. French player really needs to get some more. Oh, he's putting down farms. Okay, this is painful. Come on. So on lakes, use fish. Fish are good. Fish are way better than farms. Lesson learned. Get a citizen over to the lakes ahead of time. I know you all have bad lakes, but just get another citizen over to the lake and start fishing.
Oh,
American's
now
player
we're
is going to grab
seeing
Colo.
a single nomad come back here to raid.
Yeah, and
Serengeti.
that's a good choice. It's probably going to cause a lot of damage if microed well. There's no militia quite yet from Serengeti, and probably gonna have to put down a stable or something in the back, and that's gonna be really annoying. You really want your buildings in the front. This is a nice move from Lucky. Let's see how much damage he
Yep.
gets done. I don't see any kills quite yet. City's gonna
Working
start
on one,
shooting.
but he microed in a bad spot, so he took some damage.
Yeah,
But let's see if he
probably
can
gonna be
get
able to
out
pick
there.
off one, maybe one or two.
Yep.
Microing
This is
really
a good
poorly,
one.
gonna take some more damage. He's doing a decent job avoiding the city shots.
Yeah, let's say he's gonna get one. That's about
Yep,
it.
get one.
Yep.
He might come back. He can just sit here and deny this other mountain, and that's going to be annoying for Serengeti there. On this
Yeah,
side, the
for sure.
Mayan player looks like they're ready to age. The French player looks pretty close. Would like to see the French player put down another dock and get calm too. I think he can kill the
Yes.
Mayan player pretty easily, especially considering Lucky had to forego the build a little bit with Colossus. You really don't want to trade early with Colossus. If you're a French despot, you can put a lot of pressure and get some damage done. But it looks like Regazor is just going to go for the age instead. I don't really like that choice. Mongol player is going to put out a lot of buildings. Going to start probably sieging very soon. Maipan is very exposed, and the red Mayan player Predator is still not aged. Now we see the French player also aging.
Yeah, and it looks like Predator's gonna age now. Just a little bit behind.
Regazor really needs to use some of these rares that they have. They haven't scouted sugar, but they do have salts, and they also have like peacocks and citrus, and like those are kind of bad rares, but they're rares nonetheless. You should use them.
Yep. He definitely needs it.
Serengeti's going to start the siege. I would like to see him actually move these nomads in and just start seeing what he can pick off. Maybe go around the other side and seeing if there's anything there to pick off. If there's a tower or anything, just run away, There is a siege coming out from Serengeti. I'm going to get another one very soon, probably. That's a lot of wealth floating as well. Would like to see him go for science as well as make some more scholars or pump out some more units. That's a lot of wealth to be floating, but, this is a good aggressive push starting here. Actually,
Looks like
Predator's gonna move his capital back, so he should be fine, even if he loses the city. I mean,
yeah,
it's gonna
but
hurt
this
his
is
economy a bit.
this
but
is a crucial choke point. If they take the city,
It
the
is.
rest of the map opens up basically to them.
that is true.
And there's no
We'll see if they
units.
can hold.
There's no units here from the Mongols player or the Mine player quite yet.
Well,
we
it
see
looks
the-
like Lucky went Civ 2, that's why he went Civ 2 instead of. He did go Mill 2 also. Mill 2 Civ 2
Yeah,
from the other Mongol player.
we see two towers. Oh, two lookouts actually going up. Serengeti has a pretty large army already. I would like to see him pump out a couple more scholars, which he is doing. And the senator is coming up. Regazor on this side. Would like to see him just play standard at this point. Get a mine up. Get things rolling a bit with the senator. Pump out a couple light cavalry or something to be helpful.
Yep.
Maybe some archers or something.
Yeah, this is a good spot from here. Like you said, Lucky has no army. Well, he's got 2 horses,
Yeah.
a light and a heavy, and now they're like coming out. But Nice sized army here from Serengeti. He's up.
Yeah,
there.
and Regazor actually has a couple units himself. Gonna go for Despot. Actually, I don't like this choice. I think he should just go for Senator. The capital was already moved. They're probably not. Even if they take this, they're not gonna kill Predator outright. Although he will be quite far behind.
Yeah, but they could snowball though because these two cities, Kaifeng and Shash, are not exactly the best defended. Kaifeng a little better.
That is true.
But,
And Serengeti's doing a good job with the economy. Should make a couple more villagers and also get that science too and make some more scholars. But other than that, you know, he's doing a pretty good job. With the army especially, has teched up archers and phalanx. Really nice choice of him to upgrade early on like that.
Yes, that's going to be a huge benefit for them, and they should be able to take the city pretty easy as long as they micro well and don't lose any bunch of units unnecessarily.
Knight Rider is doing an excellent raid here. Going to pick off some archers with these cavalry, which are just way more mobile than the foot units. Picked off one bowman already. Might lose this cataphract actually to a bribe. Yeah, loses a bad micro there.
Yeah.
This Horse Archer is probably going to get run down. There's still this Nomad here from Lucky. I think choosing not to attack Salt, is that... No, I already took out the Salt.
And Mayapan's going down.
Mayapan is going down. Sorry, folks, we missed that briefly.
Yeah.
But this is a nice push from Serengeti. Has 3 sieges here. I would like to see Serengeti age as soon as possible. Get another caravan, get that mathematics research or the civic research, and then go for medieval age. Because he needs to be able to keep up to Lucky, who currently is...
He needs to keep pushing, too. He needs to keep pushing. Don't just stand here.
Yeah, I'm not sure actually how they took back the city. Looks like Lucky just had a lot of units here somewhere garrisoned away, continuously pumping out units, and Lucky his economy's been hurt quite a bit by this. There are these random...
Militia, that's why. He pulled all his militia.
Yeah.
So I was able to take the city back, but that's only going to be temporary.
Yeah, but it is good. I think that was definitely what they needed here. These citizens just fighting for Regazor, not a good choice. Doesn't have militia quite yet. And Regazor's economy actually kind of sucks. I don't know what he's doing here.
Yeah, he just he suicided his army, unfortunately. And he brought those citizens in to repair the city, but then they lost it before he could start repairing. And now this is some good defense here by Lucky. He's got a bunch of light horses going to come in.
Snipe one siege,
defend.
yeah.
Yep. And a bribe coming now from Predator. He's going to bribe maybe this cataphract.
Yeah, and that's going to be a really painful loss. Yikes.
Yep. Just some bad micro here.
Yeah.
From Serengeti and Regazer. Yeah, a little bit of better micro here than easily win this battle.
Yeah, definitely. They had way more units at the beginning. It was only now that Lucky started pumping out units. I mean, if you look at Lucky's production, he only has a barracks and a stable, whereas Serengeti has 2 barracks and 2 stables, but he's just not doing a great job managing the resources, unfortunately, early on, and lost the battle because he got outproduced and out-microed.
Yep. So we'll see. This could be a tough situation here because, like you said, Regazer's economy is still nowhere near where it needs to be. No caravan, only 40 gold.
Looks like Serengeti was getting raided in the back, which could have been the reason why he's taking a lot of losses with the micro.
Yeah. That's true.
But the battle's still continuing. There's militia here from Regazor now. Regazor's floating lots of resources. I would like to see him just not pull these militia, instead throw in another barracks and stable and pump out some units. Even if he has no army at this point, you know...
and Knight Rider's aging now.
Yeah, this game looks like it's going to be really tough for Clanhater Appreciation Society to win here. This fight's still continuing.
Keep this pressure. Yeah, they got to keep pressure on the side and just micro a little bit better. Simba's doing the right thing, just keeping. He's putting nice pressure on Knight Rider, just keeping him away so Knight Rider can't rotate. So those two pretty much cancel each other out. So it's up to Regazer and Serengeti just to keep pushing her.
I don't know. I mean, look at the library's difference between the Americans player and the Chinese player. That's Science 3 for the Americans player, who also has Hang Gardens. I think Simba's going to die on this side in like probably 5 to 10 minutes. And on this side, they're not doing much better for Clanhater Appreciation Society. It looks like Lucky Lucky has gotten the upper hand with all these units and the healing from the Senator. It feels like they just... There were a couple things that what do you call it? Not Clanhater Appreciation. Yeah, Clanhater Appreciation Society could have done better in order to win those fights, and also have be better set up for a longer game. You know, Serengeti could have gone for Commerce too early on, could have waited for the age, could have just invested a lot more in units and focused on the production, could have put down a tower in the capital or something.
Well, Serengeti should be able to age here soon, and then let's see if he can get another offensive going.
Unfortunately,
really
Regazor is just nowhere
Yeah.
close. Like, this is a terrible economy at this point in the game. Predator is doing way better.
Yeah. Yeah, look at all this wood from Regazor. He could be building fishing ships. He could be building archers, horse archers, putting down stable, putting down barracks.
Yeah, it's not how you play a French despot. You gotta be aggressive, and at this point it's really, really late. We do see Serengeti starting to pressuring this side, but Predator just has, or Lucky just has way too much army. Serengeti's gonna need to back off before he loses this army, because he doesn't have that many units.
And now Lucky's gonna age. Serengeti aged. So this could be the final battle here.
Yeah, on this side, looks like actually Knight Rider doesn't have that many units. Might lose the city if Simba plays it right. Needs to pump out. Just needs to start.
As well here. He could take this. Yeah.
Needs to pump out some more
This
units.
could be trouble for Knight Rider.
Yeah, because Knight Rider,
Big trouble
you know,
for Knight Rider.
it's loses a good amount of would lose a good amount of economy. Lose all these scholars for the moment. They lose advantage of gems. I think Simba needs to push now while he has the army advantage, and also make more units, which it looks like he's not doing a great job doing.
Yeah, he's being a little passive.
Yeah. And we've seen that so many times in this tournament, you know, players just being really, really passive. We see Knight Rider is starting to pump out units, realizing that, okay, well, the only way I lose this is if I somehow, you know, I somehow just lose my city here, and I'm just gonna make units so I don't do that, so that doesn't happen.
Yeah, that's right. And he's got a ton of crossbows. Those are great defensive units. And now he's gonna get Mill 3. Don't see a fort. But as soon as he gets a fort, he'll be able to get tactics. Oh, he does have a fort, never mind. Tactics coming. His fort's in the middle.
Yeah, and now I think Simba's lost the advantage. These units are all damaged from attrition. They're not healing because he's currently in his own territory, or he's in his opponent's territory, and there's similar number of units for Serengeti, as well as 2 spies that can turn the tide of this battle. There's only a single scout for Simba, and if microed poorly, you know, can be the end of it.
Yeah, now you see at the bottom again, Regazor, Serengeti stacking up, and
Lucky's still raiding Serengeti in the back.
wow, that's just that's painful.
Brutal,
2 nomads.
brutal.
Yeah. 2 nomads just running around, just harassing. Very annoying. Very, very annoying. So good play there by Lucky.
Yeah. Simba's pop capped. He should have just ran in a while ago, but
Yeah, it's too late now.
too late now. Yeah, now your opponent is going to have a larger army, going to have tactics, and you don't want to trade against them now, even though you're pop capped, because you know you're just
Yeah,
way
you're
behind.
not gonna have any chance against it.
Yeah. This game looks like it's going to be over very soon.
Here, but it looks like they just keep stalemating. I mean, Predator still hasn't aged yet, so that's one advantage they have. At the bottom, but neither has Regazor.
Yeah, and Regazor's economy is completely suffering compared to Predator's. Again, the despot from Regazor is really hurting him.
Yeah. But Regazor's got a ton of wood. He could be building a lot of, just
Barracks, farms, fishermen,
everything.
anything.
Yeah, anything. Market, temple, lookout, anything.
Chinese player has gotten Mill 3, but this is a much larger army for the American player, and it also has tactics, and it's also on its own territory, so I think Knight Rider should just walk in and crush this Chinese army here.
Yeah, and then he'll age soon, and he'll take. Simba's pretty much dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just needs 10 knowledge now. He's gonna age here any second.
Yeah, Knight Rider is making decent use of these Carracks, actually forcing the land troops, just harassing them continuously. These Carracks don't deal much damage, but they also take quite a beating to land units. So you know, it takes a while for land units to take them out, and they're just really annoying, flanking your units, etc.
And now you see Knight Rider aging, Predators aging, and I think it's GG.
Yeah, Regazor is really far, still needs a bunch of food. Economy is nowhere close.
Yeah, Simba's still quite a ways away.
Serengeti's nowhere close to aging.
Way away. Yeah, it's just it's over.
Yeah.
We'll see how they're gonna win this. It's gonna take some serious blunders from IND here.
Yeah.
To lose this game.
Maybe a hold firefight. Oh, hold firefight where, you know, that happens.
Yeah,
that has happened sometimes. You know, you play. You move in with your army. Your army's on hold fire stance. You just let them move in, and then they don't attack your opponents. Your opponents get a bunch of free pot shots off before you realize, oh, my army's on hold fire.
Yeah. And now just ticking time bomb here. Lucky's gonna age probably in the next couple of minutes here.
Yep, Knight Rider is already aging, and that's probably going to be good enough. This is an insane economy at this point.
Yeah.
Nearly 200 of everything.
Yep.
Getting Monarch, all these unit upgrades.
Yeah, that free Monarch is just brutal.
Yeah. And there's no heavy infantry from Simba to stop the onslaught of knights that are about to smash his face.
Yeah. And he's just nowhere near aging. He's gonna lose all these cities real fast.
Yeah.
Regazer's finally gonna age.
Yeah, finally,
25-minute
but this
age
is a 25-minute medieval age,
Yeah.
really, yeah.
Brutal.
You know, I will say on this map you can be aggressive, right? You can get aggressive, but you shouldn't sacrifice so much of your economy to do that. Com2 Despot is powerful for a reason because you know you attack as well as having a very good economy, and you stop your opponent from being able to Com2 Senator when using it effectively because you just kill them before they can get to plus 200 eco.
Yeah. And I see Nuts in the chat says fast forward time. I tend to agree with him.
Yeah, let's do it. Nuts says, "Are you streaming another?" We could. I mean, it's only been an hour.
Yeah. I guess we could. If you, we can. Let me see what we got. In the,
Yeah. Do you want to take a look while I start fast forwarding?
in the treasure chest here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see what we got here.
So good effort from Clanhater Appreciation Society, but ultimately IND just had the better play, made less mistakes.
Yeah, and just a bad break at the beginning of no wood for Regazor.
Yeah, no wood, and they also had worse rares this
spot.
game. It looks like there's going to be a big charge, but the army from
Yeah.
Lucky is very large. Looks a little bit chaotic here, but Lucky is just cleaning the floor with all of these units. Yeah. On this side, the Americans player just pounding away with all these units. Chinese player only now aging, gonna lose all these units as well.
Yep. Yeah, nothing you can do against those rares on lakes.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I think Serengeti had to prevent Simba from taking critical damage, but Simba unfortunately did take a lot of critical damage early on. And also, I think the execution from Serengeti or not Simba, Regazor, sorry, from Serengeti and Regazor was a bit off, unfortunately, and so they lost it in the end.
Yeah, and Simba, just the lack of experience. He didn't really know how to handle Knight Rider there when he had his opportunity. He let Knight Rider defend too much and upgrade too much rather than going in and trying to harass and attack.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's a bad break.
Yeah.
But good job by Simba surviving.
Yeah, that is true. He's doing a good job just holding off the Americans player for now. But at the score difference at this point. 4,000 point swing.
Yeah, Regazer's 3,000 only.
So yeah, olddirtyh, we can do any like random match. We don't have to do. Let's just not do a top 8 decider match. Any other
Yeah,
match
I
is fine.
got one. You want to do? Let's see. AL versus Ali Lacta Est.
Sure.
Okay, so that'll be coming up here, guys. If you want to look at the stats real quick, and then we'll go into that.
Yeah, it's still going on here, but sure, yeah, let's look at the
my
stats.
finish already.
All right, Lucky with the most kills, Sergey with the most losses, but I mean, this is a lot of in downtime. The game was over a while ago.
Yeah. It's garbage time.
Yeah. GG is called. Alright, and it is over. Alright. That is GG. Well played.
Well played.
Yeah,
Good
that
job,
means
IND.
yeah.
So IND's in, right?
Yeah,
Top eight?
congratulations to IND. They will be the second team in that division to advance to the top 8. In addition to PLA, I believe. I just need to double check, but
I believe.
yeah, I believe that is
you're
true.
right. If anyone in the chat knows, please share with us.
Yeah, because technically IND are 2-1, but I think even if they lose their next match, they're in because of the tiebreakers. I don't know who they're playing against exactly, but anyways. That will do it for this match. We are going to be casting another one. We'll be casting AL versus Alia Lacta Este. That's in Division 2. If you'll give us a quick 5-minute break, we'll be back shortly. Hey everyone, we are back. We're going to be casting Lat Team 2 versus Alia Lacta Esta. So these teams are... this match somewhat matters. So if Lat Team 2 wins this and then they play against Call of Daddy and they win there, then we'll have a three-way tie situation where Call of Daddy beat Strat, Strat beat Lat Team 2, and Lat Team 2 beat Call of Daddy, so we'll have to do some sort of tiebreaker there.
Yep.
But that's only if Lat Team 2 wins against Alia Lacta Esta here, and then they also win against Call of Daddy. So otherwise, Call of Daddy's going to win the division. So it does kind of matter-ish. It's not like a win and in, though. Let's take a look at the players and nations. These... Oh, wait, I need to change this. Oops. Our players and the teams on the nations, or teams, whatever. Brain's fried. Players on each team. For Alia Lacta Este, they've got Donald Trump, MB, MP, 2015, KVL, and Sylvan. On the other side, there's Lat Team 2 with Lat Oso, Quetzalcoatl, and Corey. Quetzal was on our stream yesterday. We really awesome guest commentator. Co-commentator.
Great job. Yeah.
He did a great job. We don't actually have the bans. These are the bans from the last round that just left here. So we do not have the bans. And I also have heard this was a 2v2. So apologies for that, folks. We know 3v3s are a bit more exciting, but we're just going to have to go with it.
Yep. So if Lat wins here, we could have a three-way tie. Is that right?
Yeah, if Lat wins here and then they win against Call of Daddy, we'll have a three-way tie.
I see. Okay. So
if they lose here, then then Call of Daddy's going to win, and if they win here but lose versus Call of Daddy, then Call of Daddy's going to win the division.
Got it. All right. So they have to win here, and then we're win versus Call of Daddy.
Yeah, and then it will be a three-way tie. According to the tournament website, and what Connor told me directly, he said if there is a three-way tie, you have to play best of one to determine the winner, if I remember correctly. So, all right. Well then, let's jump into game number one, shall we?
Yep.
This is the Nordic Classic Group Stage, Week 4. This is Lat 2 versus Alia, game number 1. Alright, again, this is a 2v2, unfortunately. Alright, I'm at 1 second and ready when you are.
Ready.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, so this is Lat Team 2 versus Alia Lacta Esta. This is on Himalayas. Let's take a look at the players and their nations. On the side of Lat Team 2, we have Lat Corey with Japanese and Lat Oso with Indians. And they're up against KVL with British and MBMP 2015 with Germans. How do you feel about this matchup?
I probably, Japs, Germans both very fast.
Yeah.
So it's good to mirror each other. Brits always great with the commerce bonus. I'd probably give the edge to Germans, Brits, slight edge.
Yeah. I think I would give the slight edge to the Lat team, actually. I think Indians are slightly better than British on this map because, Indians, you get extra wealth income, which is incredibly important, and also elephants are quite good in the later game, which, this map generally goes to the later game. That's not to count British out, of course. They're also excellent for booming the extra commerce cap, being amazing. And, Japs and Germans, pretty similar styled nations, both fast, both... they can be aggressive or they can, be on the more defensive side. I would say Germans are slightly better at booming because they can build smelters earlier if needed. They also have cheaper techs for their production things and get the access to those earlier. So slightly advantage there. But anyways.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, we will see. Definitely interesting. I'm definitely interested to see if MP 2015 and KVL have improved since the last time. We have seen the games that they've played thus far. I believe Donald Trump, the player, has been among the best player on their team. So definitely interesting to see what will happen here without their star player, if you will.
Yeah, and the same for Lat. I think Quetz is their best player, and he's not there. So although Corey's going to play much better. So we'll see.
Yeah.
Take a step it up.
So for introductions, we have the red German player MBMP 2015 on the top right side. And on the bottom here, his teammate, the white British player KVL. On the left side, we have the light blue Japanese player Lat Corey. And her teammate on the top side, the blue Indian player Lat Oso. And this looks like a standard player spawn. All the players are just kind of split up far apart. So
it's like a perfect standard player spawn.
yeah, so I haven't actually seen Oso play that much, and I actually don't know much about them. Do you know what their skill level is?
Yeah, they're definitely solid inter. Corey seems to be playing a little bit better. I think she might be a little bit better than Oso now. They're definitely better, significantly better, I think, than MBMP and KBL.
Yeah.
So I think we'll see a significant skill difference here.
Yeah, we'll have to see. You know, maybe if MBMP 2015 and KBL have been practicing, maybe they've improved a good amount. But my money's on.
KBL's been playing. Yeah, KBL's been playing a lot of standard. I know he's probably better at standard overall. But as you know, standard doesn't always translate to Nomad and vice versa.
Yeah, that's definitely true. I suck at standard.
We'll just see.
That's not to say I'm good at Nomad, but yeah.
I say I'm okay at standard. Definitely, I'm better at Nomad. But if you look at the also here, bad break on the wood on Himalaya. See this?
Oh yeah, that's why is he using this +4? There's a +5 over here. Actually, this might be a +6. I don't know why he's not using that one.
But yeah, either way, he doesn't have a big one, so maybe he just got frustrated and so
yeah, actually, I think right here is a +6 or 7 if you just sieve on the top side of his territory. I'm not entirely sure.
Yeah, on the edge there. Yeah, he probably at least gets at least 6 probably.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's very frustrating when you're in Himalaya and only a +6 from Corey, the bottom.
Yeah, a bit disappointing.
So,
only a +6.
Or on the other side, you have KVL with +100 and Germans with +9. So
yeah,
that's what I give. You know, I guess it's a little bit of a handicap. Let's see if they help. You know, skill versus economy.
Yeah, let's take a look at the ruin bonuses here. Actually, everybody's pretty even. Corey has 2 more. MBMP 2015 has 1 more, and everybody else has 4. Everybody's doing pretty good in the ruins, but Corey is the Japanese player. You know, that having all those ruins is nice. But unfortunately, it looks like for Corey, it looks like 2 of those ruins were wealth ruins. Message for these earlier players out here. You know, these newer players out here, you really don't want to get wealth ruins early on. You know, wealth is one of the most important resources in the game. Having lots of wealth is awesome, but it's not very good early on when you really need food and timber.
Yeah.
On this side, the libraries are going up. Corey has gone for Commerce 1, and I actually like this choice from MBMP 2015. Gonna go for a granary. I think he can actually skip Civic 1 if he does this. If he can get bison and 1 more food rare, maybe citrus or wine or something. I think he can skip Civic 1 and get to 100 food income. Right?
Well, the problem is I think the woodcutter camp's out of range of the grain. Oh no, I'm sorry, it's granary. Never mind.
Yeah, it's granary.
Yeah, the granary is gonna get. Yeah, that's definitely a good move there.
Yeah, on this side, looks like the Indian player is has a bit of a slow start. Going to go for this wood camp, the +6 finally that I suggested earlier, and probably going to go for Commerce 1. It looks like, which is going to be a good choice.
Yeah, I think Com 1 will be pretty much standard across the board here.
Yep, Corey's forced to put down another woodcutter camp. This time only a +4. Not really in love with that choice. I think you just want to save your food up, get Civic 1, put down your city, and then you can get another wood camp. But, you know.
I mean, at least it'll be in range of the lumber mill. So,
yeah, on this side, we see KVL starting to get that economy up. It has a market, Commerce 1 finished. Let's talk about the rares quickly, shall we?
Sure.
All right, so for the team of Alia Lacta Este, they've got wine next to London. There's citrus on the right of London. In the corner, there's nothing here. There is bison right next to Berlin. There's silver, which is pretty accessible actually to close to Berlin. That's going to be an awesome rare for them. There's peacocks as well, kind of in the middle of nowhere. And that's pretty much it. All of the other rares are kind of concentrated on the lat side. They have access to salt, dye, silk, obsidian, marble. Oh shoot, sorry. Marble. There's amber in the back, copper, horses. Oh, and there's also wool on the top, as well as relics on the bottom side. So, you know, I think, you know, there are a lot more rares for the lat team. But I will say, you know, the team of KVL and MBMP 2015, they have relics, they have silver, decent rares. Also, the German player can skip the city, which looks like he didn't. He just went for the city anyways. So, you know.
Yeah, oh well.
Oh well. Missed opportunity there, definitely, but alas. You don't need more than plus 95 food income to get you by to classical age, so. And you save all that food, yeah.
Yeah. And it looks like Corey's in the build trading. Oh, I see in the chat, Alan said that Oso's a standard player also, so.
Oh, I see.
That makes sense.
I see MK say in the chat, when will you stream 4 Netters versus Active War? I'm not entirely sure. Usually what we've been doing these days is if we want to stream like one like important match per day per se, like important for the point of like being deciding top 8. For example, today's match decided that IND would advance to top 8 over Clanhater Appreciation Society. But you know, after that match, if the match is short, well, we'll cast another one. That doesn't necessarily matter as much for top 8. And so, you know, maybe we'll stream 4 Netters versus Active War at some point.
Yeah, we'll try and
see.
get it in this week. Let's just get we just got to get the qualifying games out of the way, and then we'll get in the rest of the games. So just hang tight, guys. We'll get to them when we can.
Here we see KVL has gone for Science 1. I actually don't think this is a good choice. As British, usually you want to skip Science 1 because what you do is you put down your second city and then you have to put down 5 farms. Or like you use your timber a lot. And then you can get a slightly faster aging time, especially with the farm bonus, and by skipping science, because science saves you 180 timber. Not doing science gives you 180 timber, and you can use that later. It is a little bit annoying later on, especially if you're getting ruins like this. You know, it can be worth it if you get some ruins, but otherwise it's not that great. We do see a barracks already for Corey, and KVL's city is very, very slow. I don't know, maybe Corey can deny this city. I'm not entirely sure.
Well, she's only got a single archer coming out, and I don't even think she's going to see the city.
KVL cancels the city for some reason. Corey's gonna luck into hitting this citizen because KVL's. I don't know what KVL's doing.
He's going to put the city down, but he's blundering, just putting it right into the path of Corey.
Corey's gonna walk backwards for some reason.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that. But she does have a heavy infantry coming out, so...
She might still be able to deny it. There's a scouting citizen in front.
Yeah.
She's probably still going to be able to deny it.
Yeah, I think she's going to find it here. Yep.
Play poorly, get rewarded.
Yep. Sometimes you just dumb luck. It's better to be lucky than good most of the time.
Yeah.
And up top, Oso built the standard across there, and he's underneath the German player. But I understand why MBM did that to secure silver, so that was a fine move.
Yeah,
and now he's got some
raids on horses, but on this side, the British player is just gonna die. I think now he's way behind against a Japanese opponent who's very close to aging. Needs to sieve backwards at this point, which is not ideal. Going to lose access to this wine merchant and as well as the woodcutter camp here. This barracks in is an awful position.
It looks like he should be able to get it up, but unfortunately the archers and the slingers will be able to take out those free archers.
Nice ping from KVL, but MBMP 2015 is not paying attention, does finally move back. They haven't seen that merchant, so going to be able to save it.
Nice. City is down.
Japs are going to age very soon. Looks like, or age Orcom 2. Looks like KVL's dead.
Yeah, Germans are aging.
Poor micro from Oso. German player using silver, nice move. KVL also has merchant on silver, nice. And that raid was effective, denied a tower, took out the horse's merchant. I think KVL's MBMP 2015 is pretty happy with how that went. Just gonna sit back for a little bit. Would like to see a senator out of MBMP 2015 and just and some aggression early on to attack the Indian player. I don't think they have enough wealth rares to go for a despot, or I don't think he's fast enough to go for a despot either.
Yeah, no, he's not.
Corey's gone for commerce too. I think that's a good choice. Obviously, she's way ahead of her British opponent, so she has the luxury of a little bit of time to boom up. And then do as she pleases. Either go for an aggressive push, could go for Civic 2 maybe.
Yeah, this is big trouble for KVL. He's defending now better.
Yeah, KVL's way behind in economy. Needs to get up some more farms, pump out a couple more citizens. And BMP 2015 is going to go for that senator. Really needs to move this merchant over here.
And we do have the comp 2 from Corey, so she's going to be able to really pump out units here fast.
Yeah, we do see KVL still being active with these units, which is a good choice. I would like to see if KVL just moves a little bit forward, can kill a Salt Merchant, which would be quite good. Any sort of damage you can inflict to your opponent who is Calm 2 would be quite effective. Looks like neither team has done a particularly amazing job of scouting. You know, we still see large swaths of dark area here, but maybe over time they'll scout that, not entirely sure.
Yeah. And now it's just a little bit of a stalemate, not a whole lot of action.
Indian player
also,
ages.
yeah,
Indian players using
yeah.
copper in Ancient Age.
Well, he is aging soon. So
Yeah, I guess so. But
Let's-
why?
we'll
Why?
get
There's
that-
so many better
get-
rares you could use.
Yeah. You should get that immediate
Let me
plus
see.
20 income.
We see Corey using Marble. Again, there's many better rares you can be using. But alas.
Yeah, now Corey's in age after the comp 2.
Yep.
KVL's still,
KVL's still way behind.
yeah. So he's gonna age
Gonna age
now. He doesn't
now
have
with
silver.
silver, which is a good
Yeah,
choice.
yeah. Yep.
But still, you know,
And
is
he-
behind.
Using Bison. Yeah, his economy's catching up slowly. He needs to get his gold up. But he's got the farms now. He's got the wood up. So he's
Yeah,
in a
we
much
do-
better spot than he was.
Yeah, we do see MBMP 2015 going to start aggressive. Got to start getting aggressive. This is pretty much he's playing pretty standard so far, going for that city and then getting the economy up and running, pumping out some more citizens. And Corey's going to go for a Colossus. I actually think this is a good choice. British are pretty good at defending. Even if you're going for like a Despot rush of some sort, they have free upgraded archers. The archers are pretty cheap and powerful. And your Indians player is a little bit behind against the Germans player, so if you know, in the case of a longer game, you will want to be able to possibly 2v1 or just be able to win against the British player in the long term. Because I don't think she's that far ahead of KVL if you compare their economies. It's actually kind of similar.
Yeah, it's very similar actually. So it's just a matter of who can get there first, and it looks like MBMP is going to be there.
Yeah, I'm gonna start pumping out the aggression. We'll have some catapults very soon. Actually needs a couple more citizens just to man all these mines and stuff. But is gonna start queuing up a catapult. There's a decent army here. We're gonna see a bit of an engagement. Would like to see MBMP 2015 go for a bribe or run down these archers with the light horse that he has.
Yeah, well, it looks like Oso's just going to retreat wisely. But he's
They're
kind of
gonna-
coming in and out.
Coming in again, and we see MBMP 2015 might lose this catapult. Oh, it's garrisoned. Okay. Phew. That would have been quite
Yeah.
quite bad.
Yeah. Fortunate there, he did that right.
Yeah, MBMP 2015 is actually going to go for Civic 2. I think that's a good choice. You're just really far from your Indian opponent, so you really want to be able to, press forward. And it looks like there is going to be a raid on Silver. MBMP 2015 is out of position. Might be able to pick off some of these slingers and stuff, but that's still not good enough. These units are not moving.
Yeah,
Bribe's going to come out from the Senator. Oso's going to target fire that, and it's going to die before the Bribe's going to go down, I think.
It looks like it's close.
Oh, it goes down, 90% left. Bit slow on the reaction time. There's going to be a skirmish here. These elephants are really good in this skirmish, so I think these Solduri are effective. I would like to see... looks like Oso's micro is quite good, maybe from the standard play, from the standard games. So far he's lost no units aside from a slinger, I believe, and these elephants are just mopping the floor with all these archers. MBMP 2015 looks like he's not microing at all and gonna lose these units. That's gonna hurt.
Yep. That's going to hurt big time. Waste all the resources on units that just get suicided. And then he's going to take out your silver.
Yep.
Plus he got 100 gold
Yeah.
from your senator.
This really sucks.
So that built him another elephant.
And in fact, the city is gonna get denied as well. MBMP 2015 says fuck elephants. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I mean, it's not. I don't think it's the elephants you're losing to. I think you're just not microing correctly. The senator is going to get sniped a second time. That's another 100 wealth.
Yeah.
Terrible micro from MBMB 2015. Oso taking advantage of his skills from standard. Oso's actually gone for science too. I think that's not a great choice, but whatever. He's way ahead. He has 4 elephants. Whatever.
Yeah.
Anything he does at this point is fine.
That's very much a standard move. Skip that science too.
Okay.
And at the bottom here, you see KBO's got Despot, no army, other than a handful of troops. Corey being
Floating
very
lots of
passive.
resources, yeah.
Yeah, she's just in full boom mode right now, just putting a bunch of towers up.
Yeah, and again, we've seen this a couple times. You know, I don't mind the Despot. You know, I think it's actually a good move, but you have to take advantage of it. You have to be aggressive with it, otherwise it's pointless. You should just go for Senator.
Yep.
KBL really needs to get another unit working on the farm, and then a couple more production buildings. Siege factory, barracks stable at the front line. There's a lot of timber. Start pumping out those archers. They're really, really cheap. But Corey already has attrition, so not ideal.
And look at this raid by Oso. He's just raining terror up top of the hill.
Yeah, and I think MBMP got the Senator sniped a 3rd time.
Yeah.
Again, just he's not microing correctly. You're gonna lose the Senator again.
Yeah.
A 4th Senator kill, that's another 100 wealth.
That's 400 gold. That's almost a cap stack's worth of gold.
Yeah, I don't know what you're doing. You know, he just micro it out of the way. Elephants are slow, that's their one disadvantage, and Oso's still doing a great job. Let's take a look at the unit kills, actually. Oso has 23 kills.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Oh my god. It's just absolutely murdering the poor inexperienced German player.
Yeah.
This man has a family.
Yeah, I don't think MBMP was ready for this type of standard raid.
No.
This is alright. Are we gonna get a 5th kill of the Senator here?
No, it doesn't look like it. Looks like Oso knows when he needs to back off.
Yeah.
And MBMP cancels his bribe for some reason. I don't know. He probably could have gotten there, actually. I'm not entirely sure.
And he finally killed 1 elephant after all that.
Yeah? 1 elephant for like 20 units? Seems like a fair trade.
And 4 senators.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty brutal.
Yeah. Yeah, really is.
Corey's starting to put together a little army here at the bottom.
Yeah, siege factory, barracks, stable. This looks like another stable. And then
KBL's up to something here. What is he doing? He's
probably gonna go around for the capital. Gonna go a long way. I'd like to just see him sneak back this way. I don't know why he's sitting in his pocket, but it is good. This is a nice tower. Gonna be able to use relics. I think if he was gonna go for an aggressive push like this, should have been way faster.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Looks like he's gonna go the very long way around to Kyoto, which already has a tower and a lookout and a temple.
Maybe
and it's
he's
not even
just try and kill Colossus, maybe.
Maybe. I don't know. I think he's still way far behind, even if he does that. There's a bit of a raiding party that's going toward the top side for Corey. I actually don't really like this. Your British opponent has gone Despot. You just want to sit back and boom and defend and make sure you don't die. Yeah, and currently your Indians player is doing great by themselves.
Yep.
Indians player are going to try to deny the city once again. These 3 elephants, hero elephants, have so many kills. I wish Rise of Nations had a kill count. That would be cool.
Yeah, it'd be good. Yeah, I was thinking they should do that, and they should give you a reward for like all the battles your unit wins. Like maybe they get some type of armor bonus or an attack bonus if they keep winning battles.
Oh, sure, yeah.
So so if you kept the same war elephant all the way to H5, he would just be like the seasoned, veteran with like plus 10 armor or something crazy.
Yeah. Now they're gonna raid Bison and just brutalize the economy of core MBMP 2015, who is really just on one hand he's not playing super well, but also he's just getting utterly destroyed by these elephants from Oso. Nice play from Oso.
KBL's gonna stumble across this cotton.
That's gonna notify Corey that there's an army here.
Well, maybe not though. He's smartly just using the cataphract to raid it first, and then he's going to bring his army through.
But there are 2 light horses coming in that are probably going to scout it. We'll have to see. They might even actually be able to pick off the sieges because, I don't know. I don't know what these units here are doing. Corey hasn't. Corey sees the army. Let's
Yeah.
see what the reaction is. Looks like Corey's just
Nothing.
microing the raiders over there.
Nothing yet. She's putting up a castle at Kyoto, so
Yeah, I
that'll
think that's a good choice.
further defend it.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure why KVL hasn't upgraded his hoplites. Guess just forgot to.
Maybe he's saving for age. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either. Yeah, it could be. He's aging somewhat soon. So.
Corey's gonna lose a catapult to a tower.
Yeah, it's a bad wonder there.
KVL's gonna lose some random units to to poor rally points.
No, it looks like MBM's bouncing back slowly. Oso is spying on him with a ambush, so they can't see him.
Yeah, nice work.
Yeah.
Fort going up at Kiel.
Yeah, he's gonna see that fort. He's gonna see his whatever army. Just get another 3 or 4 elements out, and get a couple siege. You should be able to take that pretty easy. And this is a mistake here from MBM. He's got Bison right in his capital, not using it.
Yeah, I think it got raided earlier on.
Oh yeah, with the elephants came in, maybe you're right.
Yeah.
Never replace it. He's floating a bunch of resources here. He could easily replace it.
Yeah, I think he needs another barracks and a stable at the front.
Yeah.
Also,
Maybe
honestly, if he
overpower.
wanted to invest in Commerce 2 at this point and wait for one of his opponents to age, that could be the play, you know? Invest in Commerce 2, sell a bunch of your metal, get a bunch more wealth, and pump out some more scholars, and then you can age. Because you have a fort going down, you're not going to literally die for immediately anyways. Although you are giving your Indian player a lot of time to boom. Now we see KVL going for the stable instead of the front line. There's actually 2 fights going on. KVL going to lose all these, going to throw away all these units for no reason. Against the superior Japanese army while he's pecking away at the stable. Oh yeah, you got a stable. Excellent. That is a lot of plunder, 100 food.
It is because of the despot.
Yeah. KVL is just walking in units to die. Corey has a slightly smaller army, and all these British archers are quite good. And KVL's still pumping out units on this side. But Corey does have 14 scholars, and KVL has 4.
Yeah, that's gonna make a big difference here.
On this side, there's a big skirmish between Oso and MBMP 2015. MBMP 2015 is going to lose a lot of the army again.
Yeah, bad microbiome and just he's an age up. He didn't upgrade any of his units.
And Oso is going to get a cheaper age as a result.
Yeah, and he's at his 3 elephant upgrades now. Good luck dealing with those.
I actually went for Commerce 2 in Classical Age. I know that's a standard play.
Yep, exactly right. So he's fine. He's going to be in full boom mode now. He's got 14 scholars. He's going to have a bunch of elephants. Free upgrades. He should start rolling here soon.
Yep.
As you check, MBM's only got 45 knowledge and KVL 76. Corey's got 114.
And MBMP 2015 has 45.
Yeah. Not good. Not a whole lot of action right now. The KVL is still trying to do something in the bottom here with these injured troops.
Yeah, all these units are super damaged. Should just go home, yeah. But I mean, at this point, yeah, it's really tough. You're up against a Japanese Colossus opponent who's had plenty of time to boom up, and you know, you're not doing so great in the economy yourself. Only now a 3rd city gonna come up. I think it's still, I mean, he could still do something on this side, because I don't think Corey's being super efficient with the boom. You know, if MBMB 2015 can, or if KVL can get up to Commerce 2, sell a bunch of those resources, buy into wealth, and then get up that 2nd city, get up 3 caravans, get rolling. Maybe he can out boom Corey, because I don't think Corey's doing a super great job booming.
No, unfortunately, she's had all this opportunity to do that, but she just hasn't got her food up.
And their gold's still struggling. Using a bunch of rares, which is not getting a lot out of them.
Yeah, they're not very good rares. Only 2 wealth rares, a couple knowledge ones, which is helping her knowledge quite a bit.
Yeah, a lot of metal rares, really unnecessary.
Yeah. We see Oso going for Hanging Gardens. Oso is pop capped and way ahead of his opponent. On this side, MBMP 2015 is going to take another fight. There's a lot of pikemen here that are going to mop up all these units very quickly. But this fight looks a little bit more even than the other one because of all these crossbows from MBMP 2015. And the bribe is finally going to do something. Going to bribe a Ballesteros. I don't know what a Ballesteros is. Oh, it's a crossbow. Okay.
Yeah, I think it's a crossbow.
Okay. On this side, we see another skirmish between KVL and Corey. Corey's army composition's really off, has a bunch of heavy infantry that are terrible against British archers.
Yep, British archers, we saw that right down. British archers are pretty much efficient against every unit if used properly.
Yeah.
They just have such good range, and if they fire together, they can kill heavy cavalry, they can kill, obviously, heavy infantry really easily.
Yeah.
But they can kill everything pretty easy. Some bad micro by Corey here, just kind of suiciding her army.
Yeah, the tower is good though, but it's...
A good rating on top from Oso, just constantly raiding. Got an elephant up there.
Yeah, that's really annoying. Still no attrition for MBMP 2015, and he is very far behind in tech now compared to Oso. Oso's ready for Mill 3. Did lose that fight. Would like to see him garrison everything in here, and so he can take some free pot shots at the army from MBMP 2015. But the castle's gonna go down soon. Needs to get that Mill 3 so he can get the tech research. But gonna go for Science 3 instead. I don't think it's a good choice, especially if your castle's about to get denied.
Yeah, this is a standard move. So it's just see the standard players do that a lot in science, as quick as possible.
We see here, this is like desperate, like, please research Commerce 2 for KVL, please. Like, look at those resources. Like,
yeah.
I'm begging you.
Yeah, 1,500 wood. I mean,
just research Commerce 2 and sell all of that wood. That's like at least 500 wealth.
Or at least build like 2 or 3 more barracks to get a bunch of free archers.
Yeah, a bunch of free archers, yeah. Please. It's painful.
Yeah, it is. But I guess he just, he likes wood. Oh no, here comes the Com 2 now.
Finally. Oh.
So he heard you. Com 2 now. And back
so it's doing a decent job microing, just popping the units in and out.
Yeah.
For some reason, MBMP 2015 is retreating. I don't really know why. Gonna lose a siege maybe to this. It's really no need to, I don't think. But yeah, loses a siege. Oso's able to snipe that, loses nothing except a lot of damage on this elephant. That doesn't matter, it just gets healed up.
Yeah.
And this is just like inexperience, right? Like, right now you're retreating. You clearly have the larger army against your opponent, but...
yeah, it makes no sense.
Yeah.
Especially, you know, your opponent's got Colossus. I mean, I'm sorry, Hanging Gardens. He's booming along. You've got to know in the back of your head he's an age dude. Here comes Mill 3, and the fort fortunately stayed up, so he'll easily be able to get tactics and fortification. So that's going to strengthen his fort.
Yeah. And we see here, Oso says in the chat, how's it going? And Corey says, good. Como vas bien? And then Oso's like, and Corey's like, how about you? And Oso's like, well, I think well. I mean, considering that early raid with the elephants, yeah, I think well as well. I think very good, in fact. Anyways.
Yeah, so tactics is coming now.
Yep, as well as literacy.
Yep. And getting a spy. Don't bother that. But a big army here for... Oh no, it's mostly decoy, never mind. BMP. KVL. Not doing too bad at the bottom.
Yeah. KVL's doing okay, right? Just starting to push in. Corey's only now getting Science 3. This is a bit late.
Yeah, her knowledge just isn't quite there. She needs to get that literacy, and then
Yeah.
her knowledge will boom. She'll be able to get Mill 3 here very shortly, and then H.
Yep.
After that.
KVL's getting the economy up somewhat. 187 is pretty close to 200.
Yep, true.
Another big skirmish between Oso and MBMP 2015. Looks like MBMP 2015 got the worst end of that. Lost a couple of cataphracts there, I think. Bit of a mistake not upgrading them. Knights are way better than cataphracts. Basically, all of the upgraded units are way better. And we still see Oso being annoying with the elephant in the back. Although this one, I think, is going to go down.
And he's got 6 in the front now. They're going to get ready to come out, and those are going to do a lot of damage.
Yeah, this is a nice Indian army. 6 elephants, but a couple cavalry in addition.
And he's not terribly far away from aging. Maybe another 3 minutes or so.
Does look like Oso doesn't know how to build smelters, unfortunately.
Oh.
Oh, actually, there's one smelter. Just kidding. There's one smelter.
Okay.
Good job,
What
Oso.
about the Germans? Does
Yeah.
Germany got smelters?
I don't know. There is a smelter,
Ah, okay.
and there's not one for this one. So it looks like they're doing okay. It's not like the German player's super hurting for metal at this point. But it still would be good when you get up to that Commerce 2 and can sell some. Looks like KVL has a decent-sized army against Corey's kind of meager army, although Corey does have tactics. I think she's just booming along.
Corey
She's
did
like,
get-
okay, whatever. My opponent's going slowly anyways. I don't need it. I can just chill, whatever.
She did get Terracotta Army, so that'll start filling up nicely. The Colossus pop cap and in gunpowder. That's amazing because you get all those aqua boosters
Yeah, definitely.
free. So that's a nice little build there.
Another skirmish here. This time looks like Oso's going to clean up this army. There's no armor for MBMP 2015. The Senator's going to get sniped for a 5th or however many time. All the
at least
heavy infantry
5th.
get killed, and now Oso's just going to walk over this army.
Yep. All those dead carcasses freezing away in the Himalayan
Yeah, rip.
tundra.
Sorry for the graphic image, folks. Rip.
But it is war.
Indeed. See KVL taking his time, starting the
3 comes
siege.
from KVL.
Yeah.
No Ford though, so it's not really helping on the top of it. I'd like to see Corey or Osa H here and just finish this.
Yeah, just
game.
kind of. We're just
Extremely
kind of.
lackluster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The economy
Very
is good at this
lackluster.
point, nearly 200 everything except for knowledge. Looks like she's pumping out some scholars and then gonna go for literacy after that.
Yep. Indians gonna age here. Just need a little bit more food.
Yeah, almost there.
And Corey finally found silk. Oh, and MBMP finally bribed an elephant.
Yeah, gonna go for this bribe. Oso looks like he's not paying attention. Gonna lose his elephant to a bribe. Ba-da-dum. MBMP, you know, try if you fail the first time, just try again.
Yep,
Even if you have to throw away 500 wealth to do so.
that's right.
Appreciate the effort. Still
Oso's
only 2
clicked up.
sieges. Yeah.
So he should be able to just steamroll now.
Yeah. As pop caps 2 sieges. Actually,
Look at
would like to
look
see
at
a third.
MBMP's library. I mean, he's just nowhere
He's
in.
dead. He's dead.
Yeah. I think we can fast forward now
Yeah, let's do it.
and just watch Oso steamroll.
Yeah.
He should, anyways, unless he just does some terrible micro. But free elephant upgrade, here it is. Gonna slaughter everything.
Yeah.
KVL saying get spies. But spies are not gonna help against this large Indian army that's fully upgraded.
Yep.
Corey now ages. She's gonna start snowballing her side.
Yeah, so, you know, I was not super impressed with Corey's play, but I do think Oso was quite good, was definitely the MVP of this game. That early
I mean,
elephant
very
raid.
lackluster, but
Yeah.
the raids, yeah, the picking off of all those senators, at least 4 or 5 senators.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's just over.
Oh, another
MB,
bribe.
he's-
Huzzah. Gonna lose this city easily.
It's like that's the game.
GG is called. Well played.
Alright, GG.
Alright, quick look at the stats before we move on to game 2. Oso clearly with the most kills.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much like he played like a standard game, just a lot of raiding, a lot of booming, and then just killed.
Yep.
So that was pretty much nothing out of the ordinary here. Yeah, Lat was pretty much in control from the beginning. So that's that.
Alright, that is going to do it for game number 1 here. We're going to load up game number 2 in a moment.
Hopefully we get a little more action. Maybe it'll be like Sahara or Watering Hole.
Yeah, maybe. Alright, this is, what is this? This is Lat Team 2 versus Alia Lacta Esta. This is game number 2. Let's load it up. Again, this is a 2v2, unfortunately. Alright, I'm at 1 second when you're ready.
Ready.
3, 2, 1, go. Alright, so it looks like we are in Southwest Mesa, one of the more hated maps because of the stupid Rise Nations AI. Let's take a look at the players and their nations. On the Lat side, we've got Lat Corey with Nubians, Lat Oso with Aztecs, and they're up against KVL with Japs? Question mark? You can't pick Japs. Whatever. Okay, and then MBMP 2015 with Chinese. I like Japs, but you know, Aztecs and Nubians are pretty good against Chinese comparatively.
Yeah, and we saw Oso likes to raid last game, so Aztecs is a perfect nation for that. Corey, let's just see where she can get her builds. Hopefully she can get some good rares. Yeah, I like the Aztec Nubian here, but Jap's good. China's whatever. I'm not sure out of all those nations you could have picked, you picked Chinese.
Yeah.
Why that was the case,
You know,
but
I will say I think a lot of players start off by playing Chinese because you know they're like
yeah, it's pretty
you know,
pretty standard.
they've got
nation,
some
yeah.
you know they've got some like unique bonuses. Then they're like, oh, it's cheaper
Yeah.
science researchers. Oh, fire lances. Oh, instant citizens. You know, they're like cool powers.
Yeah.
You know, but
Yeah,
the more
free
and more
large
you look at them,
cities.
yeah, the more and more you
large
look at them, they're
cities.
like kind of. It's hard to take advantage of all the powers at the same time. You know what I mean? Like it's
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
it's kind of like the problem of Russians, right? Russians have a bunch of like interesting and quite good advantages, right? They have awesome attrition. Their light cavalry are quite good. They have really cheap spies.
Yeah.
But
And the border push is
in
great.
the border push, yeah, and also obviously in the modern age and industrial age, they get extra oil, which is really good. But it's hard to make use of those powers because they don't like really work well together. Like, yes, you want to defend, but you also there's no aggressive potential. You can't attack at all because you know your opponent. You just don't have that many good powers for attacking, and your opponent will just outboom you.
Yeah, it's a support nation, 100%.
Yeah.
Because you know, I love using Russia, but it has to be in a team game. At least I would say 3 versus 3. Sometimes
Yeah.
2 versus 2, but in 3 versus 3 they're fun. And I kind of look at China the same way. They kind of, like you said, you know, they get this big border push. They're very defensive. They got all these kind of cool little quirks. But in a 2v2, I just there's other nations I'd probably rather pick.
Yeah. All right, let's take a look where the players have spawned. We see Lat Oso, the blue Aztec player on the top here, who's facing off against his opponent, the white Japanese player, KVL, over here, below him.
Yep.
And then there's Lat Corey on the left side, the Nubian player who actually skipped a market, didn't get a market early on. But it does look like she doesn't have any rares in her territory, so I guess that could be a reason why.
That's why. Only horses, and that's whatever.
Yeah, MBMP 2015 is going to go for just standard build with Chinese here on the bottom side. Clearly, I think Japs being in the middle next to Aztecs favors the Japs player. What do you think?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
If used properly, but it depends. If like I said, we saw last game, Oso's definitely more. He understands how to use the raid pretty fast from playing standard. So let's see if he can get the edge on the Japanese. KVL is also a standard player, but I think maybe just his skills just a little bit lower.
Yeah, looks like it.
Because
Currently,
this looks pretty slow for Japs right here.
yeah, it does a little bit.
Yeah.
Not entirely
slow.
sure. Let's take a look at the ruin bonuses here quickly. No, KVL does have. I see. KVL has 3 ruins, but 2 of those are wealth, which is why he's so slow.
Yeah.
Just not manipulating the
Still-
resources well. Could be queuing up citizens right now, but is not.
Yeah, could have had a library up probably 30 seconds ago.
Yeah.
But instead just not doing anything, not building citizens, not building library. And if you're Japs and you haven't built your library, I'd say by 3:30, 3:45, you're really slow.
Yeah,
There's really no excuse.
definitely. We do see the library going down for KVL. Would like to see Calm Mill, I think.
Yeah.
You can play a bit defensive against an Aztec opponent who might go for a Mill first build, and if you are, even if your opponent doesn't go Mill, you just kill them, right? You wipe out their wood camps, you kill a couple of citizens, you get irrevocably ahead, and then you're good.
And also is scouting the Japanese capital here, so let's see if he will do the mill 1 move. I think it's the right move. Just go mill 1 and get aggressive right away.
Yeah.
Because Corey's really not able to use the Nubian power at all.
No, they haven't scouted Bison, which is over here on the top side, which would be quite good. Save 2 farms with that.
Yeah, she is sending 1 merchant to horses, but that's only plus 15 food. It's not really gonna help.
Looks like she's gonna send a scouting merchant over, and that's actually gonna luck into Bison.
Well, that's good. That's why you do that. So.
Yeah. Sometimes as Nubians, your allies don't, you or your allies don't scout super well, and then you won't find your rares early on. But you can just send out a merchant or 2 just to get that early scout going.
And they actually have silver too. I mean diamonds in the back too, so that would be great for.
Yeah, let's talk about the rares quickly. So for the Lat team, they have Bison on the top, as we said. There's diamonds and horses. On the right side, there's marble and spice on the very far right. On the other side, for KVL and MBMP 2015, they've got obsidian, furs, silk on the right side, wine. In the middle, there's dye over there, as well as copper and citrus. I think I like horses and well, actually, I don't know. Furs and silk are both pretty solid rares. Silk obviously gives great resources, and furs, food rares are always good, and you get extra attack. But I will not count out the wealth rares of Corey and Oso. Diamonds is really, really good.
Oh yeah, especially if they can cover that up and they can get that extra plus 10 for the Nubian player. That'd be huge. Get that gold income up.
Definitely. Japs player has gone Commerce 1. Still no tech yet. I'm not really sure what he's doing. I guess he's going for Civic. I don't like this choice. I think he could just go Mill.
Yeah.
Looks like both teams haven't done a super great job scouting. It looks like, at least KVL and MBMP 2015 haven't done a super great job scouting. The Lat team's doing an okay job. They're getting their side of the map uncovered at least. But this other side of the map is completely dark.
Yeah. A little lackluster scouting there. And we are still going to see the mill 1 from the Japanese player.
And the Mill 1 from the
from the
Aztec player, and
one, Civ 1.
KVL is way late on the city. Really needs to put down the city, but the citizens are nowhere close to the front border. This is just again a lack of experience. Not planning ahead, not moving your citizen before Civic 1 finishes. Also, he's not queuing up any more merchants anymore. I don't really know why. He's using furs. Oh, I see. KVL's going civing back. Not a good choice. Not a good choice at all.
Yeah, I don't. It makes no sense.
There's absolutely no need to civ back. Just push forward. You're gonna be ahead of the Aztec player.
Yeah, you're gonna put pressure on his city and border push him. Yeah, bad move. But here comes the raids from Oso. Let's see what he can do.
Yeah. There's a single light infantry so far. Oso's actually going to go for just another archer and then click up on commerce. I think that's a fine choice, especially against a Japs opponent. You don't want to invest too much to hurt yourself too badly in the long run, but you also don't want to let your Japs opponent just sit there. You want to get aggressive early.
And mill coming from the Japs now.
Yep.
See if he can do some damage before any Japanese defense comes up.
Yeah, we see here this is a bit of a blunder. KVL going to put down 5 farms. That's a big waste of timber. You just don't have enough commerce cap for that right now.
Yeah, it was really unnecessary.
Nice micro from Oso. Going to move back. Probably kind of pick off this weakened citizen. Nice work. That's some free plunder.
Yep, a little 15 there. And he's going to take them out of production. They're going to try and put up this barracks here. They should be able to get it up. No heavy coming from Oso.
Oso's doing a decent job target firing. Gonna kill off another citizen here.
Yep, it's good work. And Mike going away, he could probably kill another one here soon.
Yeah, if he target fires this weakened one.
Yep.
KVL's not really doing a good job bringing back the weakened ones, and in fact, Oso's like, okay, you know what? Clearly my opponent's like not playing super well. I'll just bring in Hoplite just for good measure.
Yeah. Slinger's coming out from KVL is gonna die pretty easily to these hoplites.
Yep. Now KVL's forced to garrison all of the units.
That's just the bad move. We talked about this quite a bit. Just put 2 in, get the arrow fire, and then use the other ones to kill those archers and the slingers.
Yep.
And unfortunately, KVL left his opponent out to dry. His opponent could not garrison into the city because it was full. So he lost his merchant because of a full city.
Oh, I see. Yeah, bit of miscommunication there, fortunately. Yeah. Now Oso's like, okay, you know, Oso's not doing the best, right? Still getting the economy up and rolling, but did kill like 3 or 4 units there, right? Let's take a quick look. Yeah, 3 unit kills. That's a nice number of pickoffs.
Yeah,
did lose the light infantry at the end, but definitely worth it.
Yeah, get 45 plunder and kill 3 units. That's nice.
Jap's player is still going to age at some point, but it was good of Oso to just put the pressure early on. Corey's actually going to age very soon, making use of the 3 rares that they've scouted are excellent diamonds, bison, and horses.
Yep.
Now Oso's going to send this heavy infantry over to the other side to try and raid MBMP 2015. It's currently just a little slow, only has 70 wood income, needs to get another wood camp, which he does over there. Would like to see MBMP 2015 go for Commerce 2 at this point. You know, the Aztec player had to invest early in techs, and instead he's going for Civic 2. Oh, just kidding. Okay. Oh, almost a heart attack there. We do see Commerce 2 going to come out. I think that's a good choice. Making use of that silk.
And Corey just kind of booming along here. Not a lot of action on her side at all. No raiding.
No.
Some archers sitting there for MBMP, but he's not doing anything with them.
Yeah. Some scholars getting queued up. Looks like Corey's going to go for a longer game. It looks like she favors booming in general, which is acceptable, I think.
Yeah, and she got some decent rares for it.
Yep. Die now added to the mix. That's a good rare for that to have.
Yeah. You see her economy's looking pretty good. She needs to get a senator and get that economy up some more.
MBMP 2015 goes for Classical Age and then clicks up on Mill 2 before finishing Classical Age using the furs. Again, this is like, why did you pick Chinese, right?
Yeah, not really. I guess just the defensive bonuses and the instant villagers, I guess.
Yeah. Japanese player economy is doing pretty well. Should get out like 2 more citizens, and then we'll have maxed out food and timber. Unfortunately, the wealth's suffering a bit because they actually don't have too many wealth rares. It looks like.
Yeah, but he could put a second market and get taxation and get a decent little wealth income.
Yeah. Not taxation. You don't want to waste the food early on when you need to age, but yeah. Otherwise, yes.
No, I'm just saying. Eventually, whenever he gets the chance,
Yeah, we see a bit of a
That's
cat
how
fight
crazy
here.
the bites are.
KVL's gonna lose the citizen that was trying to raid this bison merchant, but that's not gonna work out against a Nubian merchant.
No. Yeah, too strong.
On this side, this is a kind of a sketchy city placement from Oso. I don't really know why he's done this. Yeah, this tower is a good choice. You know, it's just kind of exposing your caravan route for no reason. There's another raid happening somewhere. I'm not really sure where though. Oh, it's on furs. I see. Oso's gonna pick off both these furs merchants, which are completely exposed. Nice move from Oso. And KVL's just way out of position. This Poplight's gonna be able to walk away.
Now we see a siege factory dropping down from MBMP. I think he's gonna plan something here, but he just has absolutely no army. Only one archer that's unupgraded. No government.
Would like to see a despot at this point, I think, because Corey's just booming along. There's actually very little army from Corey either, and Corey's gone for Hanged Gardens. Yeah.
Yeah, and you can see that the Chinese player has a whopping 0 knowledge income.
Yeah, Senator. I think you could just despot. I think no
Yeah.
need to. Yeah.
No knowledge income from KVL either.
Yeah, looks like they're not planning for the long game, except KVL's going to go for Civ 2 instead of... I don't know what he's doing. On this side, this siege is going to get picked off by a single archer from Corey. Well, maybe the siege will survive, but it's going to stop firing for a little while.
Yeah. He's got some archers countering. Let's see if he can take them out.
KVL's going to go for Colossus now, just going to go for long booming game, except there's no knowledge quite yet.
Yeah, and he's only using 1 rare, which is still better than nothing.
Yeah, on this side, the Aztecs player is still quite slow. Was slow on that side on the early aggression, slowed down by the early aggression that he put up. But maybe we'll see some more. Maybe we'll see some more damage being done with Oso getting aggressive early on.
Something. I mean, this has been very much a lackluster game so far. Not a whole lot of anything going on. Just sort of booming. I mean, MBMP, if you just look at his, there's still no knowledge. But he's going to siege with 1 siege. He needs to get at least 2. And he needs to get a huge army out.
Yeah, and still, this is a despot economy.
Totally.
Light Horse is going to pick off this catapult. These archers are just going to walk in. Terrible micro. You know, Oldie, I have a theory. I have a theory about governments. So, at the lowest level, despot is the best because players don't know how to max out their income.
Right.
And then if you're an senator is the best because you know how to max out your income and you know how to more stuff beats less stuff. And then at the pro level, despot's the best because if you know what you're doing with the despot, you can just kill your opponent before they can enact their game plan.
Yeah, I think it's pretty accurate, especially because most pro level players are going to comp 2, or at least know how to comp 2, especially if you have Silk. So that's, I think, overall. I mean, look, just pro level guys or at least inter plus, they're going to read the situation and just know what to do better.
Yeah.
Than,
Looks like we see
but I
another
agree.
raid.
I think the early, the lower level, just you might as well go despot because you're not going to. I mean, look, you're seeing this right now with this Chinese. There's no reason to go senator here at all.
Yeah, no, none.
So you could be just pumping out units because the despot gives you the unit bonuses, unit upgrade bonuses. And now Corey's just going to rotate. She's completely disrespecting the MBMP. No
yeah, just screw it. Like I'm leaving my opponent. Whatever.
Yeah. I'll just defend it with 6 militia and rotate over here and raid. A nice raid here from Oso.
He's doing some damage here.
Yeah, Oso has 8 kills now. All these units are damaged, but that's usually a sign that, you know, you did a good work against your opponent.
Yep.
Pretty sure he gets out with all the units, and now Corey's gonna go raid the back line. I don't know what she's trying to do. Trying to deny Colossus. You just target fire the citizens.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just better than doing nothing, what she was doing.
That is true.
And MBMP just has no awareness to go in right now. He can easily take the city.
Gonna walk in now.
Yeah.
The siege is just chilling in the back here. Can't capture it because there's a tower to look at. There's a paltry army. 2 towers now gonna clean this up.
And he's upgraded heavy infantry are coming to help.
Yeah. The siege is finally gonna move up to start sieging the tower. But Corey at this point should be back. Actually no, she's just like, oh whatever, my city's whatever. I'm just gonna go on the offensive here.
Yeah, she's no respect at all for MBMP.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't really blame her. He's not doing anything to make the command respect.
Yeah.
He could just be pumping out heavy infantry or upgrading them at least, and instead he's just not doing really anything. But Corey's economy is like not very good right now. She should be aging at this point. And she's
Yeah?
not even close. So, not sure why she's so slow right now.
MBMP 2015 is going to go for taking the city, but I think so. This is what we call micromanaging. All right, this is really bad. You know, you want to help out your teammate, but this is called micromanaging. It's something that you never ever want to do, and I know it gets really annoying. Basically, if you're playing in a game where your teammate's playing bad, try not to give them too much advice. Okay, it's like this is like a life lesson. If people are playing bad, they're gonna. You just have to fix the big issues. You can't try to micro their every single mistake, because they're gonna focus on listening to you rather than trying to play well. Because they will try to play well, right? Like, of course, that they want to win the game. They're gonna try. They might not work. It might not work very well, but they're gonna try. But if if you're just like constantly telling them what to do, then it can be a little harder to for them to focus on what exactly they're doing.
Yep.
Anyways, that was my little spiel.
That's true. I mean, it's better just to stay relaxed and just try and help than
Yeah, focus on the big issues. Militia are pulled for Corey. I don't know what's happening in this game. Do you, Oldie?
I have no idea. There's an ambush coming in from Oso. I guess he's gonna raid with an ambush.
Yeah, I mean, this is a good ambush. Has a lot of army, gonna kill a lot of these citizens. That's free plunder. Would like to see Oso queue up some scholars so he can get wealth.
Yeah, we are on H2, so he's gonna get plus 30 for all these kills. That's nice.
Yeah.
And just another pretty much lackluster game here.
Yeah.
Not a whole lot of anything going on. Corey's slowly... I think Corey's gonna age here now, finally.
Yeah, finally clicks up.
Gold, food, wood, metal, just nothing there.
Yeah.
Very shocking, actually. As you look at the Aztec, he's actually doing much better.
Yeah, in this whole series, the only person whose play I've been like kind of impressed with is Oso's.
Yeah.
Everybody else, I'm just like, although Oso is making a bit of a blunder here, now going for Commerce 2 before Civic 2.
Yeah, but again, that's a kind of a standard player move, so...
Whatever.
Yeah. And he's got a decent little army, it's getting upgraded. He's got 3 siege, that's nice. He should be able to start wreaking havoc on Kyoto again.
Yep.
His KBL is, he had all those villagers garrisoned for a while, so he was losing production. That was a big mistake. And you've talked about that in past streams. You never really want to hit that bell button.
No.
Unless it's like just some crazy raid going on and you just want to hurry up and save a couple citizens. But most of the time, there's no reason to pull them all in.
Yeah. If you're
Especially
playing,
when there's no one there.
yeah, if you're playing well, you should never have to use your alarm button. Basically,
Yeah, exactly.
like
Yeah,
if you're in a
put 2
city
or
where
3
there's
in there,
like
that's
mines on both sides and there's like woodcutter camp, you should never let your opponent get back there to attack it.
Yeah.
And you should also have some towers up, anyways.
Yeah. So it's.
Also has 3 sieges, gonna get upgraded units very soon. Nice choice. And KVL's tiny army here.
Yeah.
It is something, but it's not upgraded. Archer
all
upgrade
he's
finally
done,
coming. Doesn't back off soon enough. The general's nowhere close. Gonna lose a bunch of these units probably.
Yeah, those heavy cavalry just gonna eat this up.
And I was just like, okay, I'm gonna put out a 3rd barracks because you're giving me so much free plunder. That's all this resources. I could use another, another production building, no problem.
And that's the way to do it. That's a good use of his resources. You can see Oso overall has done a good job of not hoarding. He's got a little bit of wood and metal, but overall he's done a good job of just constantly building units.
Yeah, I would like to see 2 more stables maybe at the front line.
Yeah, or at least 1. Does have the 3 barracks, maybe a 4th barrack. And he's going Civ 2 now, so he's gonna get the 3rd city.
And even let's take a quick look at Corey's economy here. This is okay. So nothing against Corey. Solid player, but I have to pick on this. This is not how you boom. All right. When you boom, a lot of players get focused on knowledge too much, or they either focus on knowledge too much or too little. Here we see Corey is clearly focusing on knowledge too much. The rest of this economy is terrible. This looks like a despot player's economy. It's just really, really bad. You have to make sure you're at 150 food and timber at least, given you're this late into the game. You've had plenty of space to boom up. Really, there's not really much excuse to not having a solid economy at this point.
Yeah, also, you're Nubians in H3, so there's really no excuse. No taxation. I mean, admittedly, there's not a lot of rares available.
Yeah. Looks like KVL's actually going to win this fight. I don't really know how, but it looks like he did.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think Oso just didn't take him seriously.
Maybe.
I think KVL's going to be a late here soon.
Yeah, maybe this game's going to get interesting. The scores have flipped around. Which team is ahead.
Yeah.
And in fact, MBMP 2015's taken a good fight. Going to be able to kill a bit of this army from Corey and also deny the 3rd city.
Yeah, I'm not sure about this move here from Corey. He's kind of suiciding the city here. Really no reason to put the city there. At least not yet. Secure that area first. And it looks like MBMP is just going to run off before killing the city. So I'm not sure why.
No idea why.
Yeah, this game has been all head scratching here.
Yeah, this is like that. This is like that one Lakes game where everybody was just playing, except it's infinitely less exciting because everybody's just booming, but booming wrong.
Yeah, it's boom, but like booming like everyone's despot and they're booming.
Yeah.
Or they don't have governments. It's like pre-Throws and Patriots, pre-government booming.
Yeah.
In 2003. This is 2003 Ron, guys.
Yep.
So, for some of you who probably weren't even old enough to play in those days, but in the first version of Ron, there were no government. So it was a whole different strategy.
Yeah.
And I guess we're just watching some throwback Ron here.
Yeah, it looks like we're seeing 13 farms from Oso. Most of them, 3 of them unmanned. On this side, KVL's just like doing whatever. I don't know. He's a decent sized army, tucking up now. Doesn't have a siege factory. No way to pressure.
Yeah, KVL should start attacking here. Here comes another raid from Oso. But KVL wisely is towered up.
Yep.
So,
But this is still going to be annoying. Has already gotten 1 kill. Second kill.
yeah.
Might lose some units. Really need a second general here to get another force march, but, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
Still good. 2 free units, just
Yeah.
walk away.
Not too shabby.
Here we see KVL gonna force march and run in. And actually Oso's been maneuvered a bit. Gonna have to run straight past KVL's army to get back. Should split off and just go in 2 different directions. Send a raiding party to the right, send your units to the left so you don't get killed. You don't lose all of your units.
Yeah, he lost the senator, yep.
Yep.
Yeah, but he is aging. MBMP's still not aging.
Yep. Don't know what's happening there.
He can click up. He just needs
Can't
to
click up, just hasn't yet.
Yeah. I'm clicking for him, but it's not working. He's got all that metal too. And we've seen that a lot in this tournament, just a lot of floating metal.
Yeah. Metal's only good if you can use it.
Yeah. And yeah, especially be the Chinese player. Still only science 1.
Or is being annoying here on this side, just raiding Odawara. On this side, KVL does have a very large army. I'll give him that.
Yeah, it does.
At this point, Oso's economy is actually better, but aside from knowledge, I guess. KVL does have a large army. On this side, MVMP 2015 is just desperately trying to take this city, but there's 2 forts, a keep, and a fortress, and also the siege. All of the sieges but 1 were sniped, so trying to pick away at the city with the archers, but that's not gonna work out. Some spies from Corey gonna come out and try for some bribes, but there's a lookout here, so it's just free kills.
Yeah, just
This feels like, you know what this feels like? It feels like it's downtime, but it's not, because I don't know who's gonna win.
yeah. I mean, I want to say Lat should win because they'll probably go gunpowder first, just like last game.
Yeah.
But KVL does have Colossus.
Yeah, and he does look like he's pressing into Oso right now. Oso does have a pretty forward fort that's gonna get picked off. And Oso doesn't actually have that much army compared to KVL. KVL has a ton of army.
Yeah, Oso just needs a micro here.
Yeah, I think Oso just needs to back off and just concede the city or something. Like, he can't. There's no way he can
Look at
hold
all
it.
these. Yeah,
He needs to
15
pump out more
crossbows.
units. Loses his entire army to, I don't know.
Yeah, 10 Bushis and 15 crossbows. That's gonna be devastating. No horses though for KVL. He doesn't like horses. I guess.
Nah. I think we saw some knights earlier, but I think it was like, psh, these knights stink. I'm not gonna make any more.
Yeah, we'll just keep it with the foot soldiers.
Yeah. My army's larger if it looks larger, right? And Corey's
And
just
he
like
brought-
taking advantage of MBMP 2015's
and he,
inexperience sniping the sieges.
He's got a Kushite too. It looks like he bribed from Corey. So that's nice.
Oh, yeah.
The Japanese army.
Yeah. These
For
foreign
competition.
recruits here.
And look at all these Bushi now. We can go melt the city as soon as that fort's down.
Yeah. Oso's desperately trying to make some army. But he only has 75 population. Even if he was able to max out his what do you call it? His population, it's still not going to be good enough.
Yeah, 15 crossbows, 15 elite bushi. Now a heavy cavalry coming out. It's just a. I know it is. Upgraded heavy cavalry.
Corey is doing better. She's got a pretty good knowledge income. Gonna get literacy very soon, and then gonna get and also has otherwise okay income. The food income's still a little low. Really needs some more farms, or maybe a granary upgrade. Yeah, looks like that's what she's going for.
It looks like Oso's at pop limit, so that's what's hurting him right now.
I think he needs to buy some metal, or at least, I don't know what he spent his metal on. Oh, look at this stable queue. Please build more stables. Stables are good.
Well, and he built a 4th and 5th barracks, but unfortunately couldn't use the pop cap, so he just wasted 3 units. Yeah, that's brutal. And he's going science now instead of mill.
No.
Oh man. This is painful, guys.
Yeah, you know, for the sake of the viewers, I'm really trying to continue watching, but it's hard.
I don't know if we can, man.
I'm definitely losing brain cells over this game.
Yeah, I think we should let's just fast forward it.
Okay, all right, sounds good. We're gonna fast forward a little bit until we have something interesting to comment on.
I can't take it anymore. I can't take it anymore. It's just too painful.
Also, might lose this city.
Yeah, yeah.
This is the city.
Corey's coming to help. Maybe Corey's gonna help him.
Good job, KVL, I guess.
Yeah. Looks like Corey's gonna age though. She should be able to clean up this mess.
Yeah.
MBMP's doing okay. Finally took that city.
Yeah.
It's just finally getting mill 3. Huge army here for KVL. Proper Colossus army. Oso's calling GG. And Corey's taking Forbidden. I don't know why she wouldn't give it to Oso. That's a little strange.
I don't know. Well, Corey has no army right now. Like a couple units. Economy's not there.
Yeah, she just got steamrolled. Oh, I see. She's getting Forbidden, so she's gonna survive.
Okay. Alright, looks like Ali Alakta S can probably win this game.
Yeah, I think they will. I mean, now here's the big question. Do we even bother casting the third game?
You know, we'll leave it up to the viewers. If anybody really wants us to cast this game, please say so in the chat. Otherwise, I'm gonna go eat a snack.
Yeah, there's 6 viewers. 2 of them are you and me, so that's 4 viewers. So yeah, I think we'll just call it 1-1. And if anyone is interested,
if anybody's interested in casting it, you know, go for it.
What I'll do is after this one, you can just do a quick stat, and then I'll tell everyone. I'll fast forward the other game, and I'll tell everyone.
Okay, sounds good. Sounds good.
That's how we'll do this one.
All right.
Because sorry guys, this is just too lackluster here.
I'm sorry.
If it was 3 versus 3s, maybe, you know, but it's 2 versus 2, and then you guys are already just breaking all the rules. It's like
GG is called.
Well, good job from KVL and BMP, I guess.
Yeah, it's a nice comeback against your opponents who are may seem a little higher skill, but nice work, I guess.
Yeah.
And the game is over. Alright. That's gonna bring this series to 1-1. Ulti, let me know when you get to the end of that one. It might take a while though.
We'll see. Yeah, it's and it's lakes, of course.
Oh, so, excellent.
And it's I'll just give you guys a quick cliff notes here. It's Corey is Chinese, Oso's Inca, KVL's Greeks, and BMP's Indians. It's on lakes. And just fast forwarding now.
I see.
I'll try and see. Hopefully it doesn't end super long. But MBMP and Corey are right on each other's border, so that's good. Yeah, India and China is right there. So maybe someone will just ancient rush, kill the other one.
Yeah, we'll see.
So tomorrow we got.
I think we're doing your match, Oldie. That's going to be an exciting one. Another qualifying match. That's Old Pappy Nuts versus
Do we get eliminated
last
or
minute.
do we advance?
Yeah, that's a really important match, and I think that matchup's going to be quite close, at least on paper. You know.
It is. Last Minute's a good team. Wizard's a good player.
Yeah, and I think they have Meta Heuristics now, right? Who's also a solid player.
Yep. Very good player. Yeah. It's definitely improved. Bronto, Fuzz, and Bonton are a little bit weaker, but overall they're not a bad team.
Yeah. Did all of you play in the game?
All the 4 of us played from Old Pappy Nuts, and only 3 played from.
Okay.
Bronto Fuzz did not play. He was just not around.
Okay. All right. Cool.
So.
All right. Well, hopefully we'll have a good series tomorrow. Yeah. How's it going with your thing? Is anybody close to winning?
Well, there's a Mill 2 from Corey here early. She just aged Mill 2 with Chinese. So maybe she's going to rush Delhi here and go for the kill. Fingers crossed.
Yeah?
She's going Despot.
Oh, okay. Very good.
So I didn't expect that from a Lakes game.
Yeah.
But now she's going into the lake and just sitting in the lake. And not attacking.
It's very exciting, like a voiceover of the game.
Oh, I see what she's doing. Okay, so he moved his cap back to Kochi, which is an undefended city. She's sitting in the lake, and she's going to try and sneak attack the capital.
Oh.
I think this is what's going to happen. Let's see if she pulls it off. And she's waiting too long because there's 2 elephants now there. Here she comes up the water. Almost. She did get the sack, but MBMP just took it right back. KVLH. Oh, insta kill. So Corey and Oso pulled the lap move where they Oso rotated down and they got the insta kill.
Okay, all right. Well, GG. Hey, Fatavi, I see you in the chat. Hi. Sorry, we're just. Oldie and I are just really tired, and we just everybody was playing. Everybody was playing poorly, so we were like, okay, you know what, we're done.
Actually, this was the most exciting match. We should have just streamed this match. So in a nutshell, guys, what happened? Corey spawned right across from MBMP. She went Despot, went right to his capital, and also rotated down, went to the other city, and they got the.
Yeah.
So that was pretty much it. It was an insta kill move.
Yeah. Well.
So Lat won that series 2-1.
Okay. All right. Well played, Lat. If we decided we might cast that one later, we'll see.
Whatever.
Yeah. All right. Thank you so much for watching. We hope you enjoy this stream today. Tomorrow again we'll be casting Old Pappy Nuts versus Last Minute, right?
Yep.
Very important match for both teams, so super excited to see what happens there. Hope you guys will enjoy it.
Yeah, looking forward to that one. This should be a fun one.
Yeah. All right. See you all